Yo, 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 what's going on out there, Fight World? It's your boy Money back with another one, man. And we want to talk Errol Spence Jr. Man, chased down by one time, run time, sometimes, fun time. Keith Thurman. We'll talk about Canelo Alvarez and Charlo banging it out over social media over Derevyanchenko. It looked like Canelo won the situation. Jamel Hearn tests positive once again and said his tests are 30% faulty, and he woke up this morning on weight and feeling good. T-Box, what's going on, my brother? Trap Media, what's up? What's up? Jamel Hearn, man, that's crazy. Can't trust these tests, yo. Cannot trust these tests. But this boy Keith Thurman been trying to, yeah, P Boston is all well, my G. I appreciate you. Young Murray the Cut, what's going down, fam? But Keith Thurman been talking big shit. Hell yeah, Mike James boxing, bro. Mario Smith, what's going down, fam? Hell yeah, them tests is phony. Michaela Myers get tested positive, did do another one. She come back negative. And by the way, she got bumped up to the main event tomorrow. So that's crazy, yo. That's crazy. You know, he said the commission didn't want to risk it. But I feel for that dude, bro. That's the second fight where he got shut down. Well, that's the second fight where he got shut down, bro. Man, I'm trying to tell you, young Merv, contaminated or something. That we got them bitches on positive already, bro. They already got them bitches on positive. They got your ass already down as a positive. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, yo. Pretty crazy. For that man to wake up feeling good, feeling great, and me myself, I got a slight cold in my goddamn self. Praying I ain't got that woman. You know what I mean? Praying I ain't got that woman. That's the last thing a nigga need. But I know this look, cough won't go away. But they test Michaela Myers one time, y'all. She tests positive. The fight is over with because she supposed to fight on that night. She get tested again, come back negative. Now this man Jamel Hearn, who was tested before, had tested positive, did all the right things, took all the right precautions, just for them to test him again and say he positive again. That shit weird. Straight word, man. If I was my man's, I would have got me another test. If I was your man, Hearn. But families, why is Keith Thurman out here yappity yap, yakety yakety yak, yakety yak, yakety yakety yak? Salute to my brother Main Man May, man. I know he go jump over here if he could. But my guy Main Man was making Keith Thurman look like the man. My brother Main Man made Keith Thurman look like the man at 147. Now I would admit, fam. Main event Mark, what's going down, fam? I'm gonna send you a video on Instagram of a president in Africa who used a test on a goat and it came back positive. That's crazy. Hell yeah, main event that is, bro. Or lead the division. Yeah. Thurman trying to look like Eddie Kane. Eddie Kane. Like he putting the full court press down, Mike. You hear me? That nigga Thurman trying to put the full court press down. That nigga said, hold on now, my name ain't getting rung through the bills. Y'all ain't saying shit about Thurman no more. Let me come out and try to, discredit this nigga Errol, man. Let me come out and try to discredit this nigga Errol, man. So I can get my fans like main man, something to hope for. So I can get my fans like main man, something to hope for. My motherfucking brother Omega Red in the building. Ooh, we got the jamboree. Jamboree. If you want to jump on this bitch, let me know, act bro. I'm feeling a little better today, man. No, everything I took care of, man. Just a blessing, just a fucking blessing, man. A lot of weight up off the nigga's shoulders, man. A lot of weight up off my shoulders, bro. Hey, young Murr. To the ten in the rhythm of the night. Listen to the light. You hear me? Nigga, but leave it all behind what it's looking at. Leave it all behind, nigga. What the hell you talking about? About the shit to that bitch at. That's my shit, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. We can leave it all behind. I took that bitch to you. Ponytail. Ponytail. My brother John Kramer, thank you so much, champ. Money BTV, my little bro. How you doing? I'm doing okay, bro. Thank you so much for the donation, family. Really appreciate it, my brother. First donation of the day from my brother John Kramer. I thank you, champ. Oh, Mega Red, you like when I hit that thing? You can leave it all. My motherfucking brother, man. My motherfucking brother. You know who you is. Underground and solid in this bitch. What's going down, fam? Underground, what's going down, fam? You know it's a man. I can't even get it out. A different respect level. You know what I'm saying? All love, family. All fucking love, man. Man, seeing my sister smile today, y'all, that shit straight made my heart feel better, man. You know what I'm saying? That woman smiled today. And man, y'all know the pain, bro. Y'all know the pain, man. Like I said, we all been there. We all lost somebody that we love dearly. We all lost somebody that we love fucking dearly, bro. Dearly. That fuck your heart up. And it be that one person that you want to see happy, man. And that's my sister. And like I said, she smiled, bro, and that shit it made me happy, man. Shit really made me happy. Sorry, y'all. Got a slight little cold, man. Let's pray for me, y'all. Pray Money Brown ain't got that corona shit. Pray ain't got that corona shit. Cause I woke up today, I was hot as a motherfucker. I had took these little some little tablet pills my mama had. but I ain't putting that on my stomach when I took that shit. So that shit had me feeling a little worried, but I coughed up that horror shit, you know what I'm saying? I coughed that horror shit up, so the chest don't hurt no more. I just got the little cough. Yes, so Young Murray say, what is the golden boy's name? The guest you had a few days back. I like that dude. That's his name. His name JR Golden Boy, Young Murray. Catch him on. He ain't got no YouTube channel. He on Instagram though. That's my little brother, man. Junior Golden Boy. Yeah, that's my little bro, man. I fuck with Junior the hard way. Main Event said, yes, sir. Omega Red said, yes, sir. John said, I lost my older brother, found killed by, man, I'm sorry about that, John. Hell yeah, man. I got shot by the police. I got two cousins that got killed by the police, and that shit hurt. That shit hurt. Almighty law was going down, family. Hell yeah, John. When it's that police shit, that shit on a different level. Yeah. That's why I say we all lost somebody dear to us, bro. Whether it's a father, a mother, a cousin, a brother, a sister, a homie, a niece, a nephew, an uncle, an auntie. You know what I'm saying? We all, and just speaking of that, my motherfucking brother, Mr. King Palmer in the building, lost his mother and his father in the same month. That's a whole type of, man, listen. That's a whole different type of pain, bro. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go see about him on IG. Yeah, he good. 89 TV, what's going down, bro? You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different type of pain. And not only that, speaking of my brother Ack Reacher, which I know Ack don't mind if I say this, but Ack lost his mother. You know what I'm saying? So he know the pain. We all know the pain, bro. That's why I say we all human. We all been through this shit before. And man, one thing we all know, we strong and we gonna get through it. You know what I'm saying? Just a senseless fucking death though on my niece behalf though, man.
Sorry for your loss, brother. We gonna try to keep your spirits up. We're gonna try to bring Keith Thurman to try.
Oh, we gonna bang that gavel on this motherfucker today, Act.
You know my job. I gotta try to spread the joy out here. You know what I mean?
And I know that I'm coming in as the prosecutor. You know?
I already know. I
listened to my brother Main Man Cook Act, and he just made Keith Thurman. He the defense attorney. He was over there trying to make his motherfucking client look like an angel. He tried to make his client look like an angel, and he tried to get me put out the courtroom.
I honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you, Monty. I thought in one of the videos I uploaded, I thought I finished Keith Thurman already. There wasn't a Keith Thurman fan in sight, but obviously you telling me about somebody, main man. He still got love for Keith Thurman. Look, the Keith Thurman saga is over.
Mr. Finesse, salute, family. Like I say, salute to my brother King Palmer. Okay, y'all talking to each other. Main man is the defense attorney. Yeah, he is. Go ahead, Judge. I'm sorry, Judge. Go ahead, Judge.
It's okay. I just want to let the people know, it's over for Keith. Like,
oh yeah, we bring him up on
you coming now, and you trying to make a closing argument on why we should give you a shot. But we not gonna give you a shot. We choosing to bang the gavel on you because when you was in the same situation as Errol Spence with your 2 belts, what did you tell Errol Spence to do? Basically told him to go get a life. That's what you basically told him. Go chase ambulances. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Errol Spence, if Errol Spence feels the need to want to give him a shot, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna be feeling it. But if that's what Errol want to do, I'm not gonna knock Errol. But I just feel like he said before in the interview when they asked him, I forgot, it was before this Corona thing hit. You know what I mean? He was saying that he felt like there was no need to fight Keith Thurman no more. He said there's no substance in fighting that man no more. And I completely agree with Errol Spence 100% on that. There is nothing left. After he got beat by a 40-year-old dude, bro, and not to get at Pacquiao trying to, discredit him because he's not a regular 40-year-old, but still, the fashion in which Keith Thurman got beat, yeah, he came back better towards the end, you know what I mean? So he didn't look so disgraceful, but he still really lost that. You know what I'm saying? So for him to try to state his case, Monty, and trying to call people out and feel like he should automatically get back in the front of the line is just crazy to that's just my only thing. It's crazy to me how he feel like he can get in front of the a la carte line.
Yeah. And listen, my dude said let Earl dog walk his ass from Omega Red. I feel you on that, Omega, because like I say, I still want to see it.
But can I ask you a question? Being fair in this prosecution, don't you feel as though there's other dudes that are in front of him in line that deserve it? Keith Thurman does not deserve to skip nobody. Can't nobody right now convince me that he gets to jump a lot. It's a few people, I mean, you know what I mean, that I got in front of him, but you can't.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Like I said, if Errol Spence want to do it, like as far as later down the line, just to have like, you know how you have one of them fights, just you know what I mean, just to build your confidence back even after you had a hard fight.
They can be that good back fight from the one.
Yeah. There you go. I wouldn't be mad at something like that. But as far as Keith Thurman trying to really be in the mid, like, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. We banging the gavel on you.
That's what I'm saying, Act, right here. We know Pacquiao and Crawford is in front of Thurman. You heard me? Pacquiao and Crawford is in front of Thurman right now. And we know this for a fact. And nobody can do that.
Yo, Monty, yo, I swear, when I said that before, there was people that said Keith Thurman, they prefer to see Keith over Bud. Nah. I prefer to see Bud and like you said, Pacquiao over that. Because Keith is so far in the back of the line, it's not even fun. That's what he get for playing Raider of the Lost Ark. That's what he get for playing Raider of the Lost Ark. You want to be Indiana Jones and shit with the chicken Napo. We wasn't feeling that, man. All of that time.
This is what he got to do. This is what Thurman got to do. And Mr. Blow Your Whistle hit it on the head. Thurman versus Bud first, then fight the winner after that. Like, if he can go over there and fight Bud and get Bud out the way.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but look, if he's saying he want Earl so bad, like he talking about fight me or lead the division, like he calling shots. You're not calling no shots. You're not putting no pressure on nobody, Keith Thurman. You don't call shots, homie. You lost that position. You are the third welterweight in the division, in my opinion, because I got Earl, I got Bud, then I still got Thurman right there because he beat Danny and Sean. But Danny and Sean is moving with more, like they got more fucking hype around them right now. You know what I'm saying? They've been in the ring, they've been fighting, they've been doing their thing. Keith, you just lost to Manny Pacquiao. So you got to come back and make a statement. That's what I was telling main man. Look, I'm okay with Earl.
Garcia got way more merit than him now.
I'm okay with
got way more.
I'm okay with Keith Thurman coming in trying to get an Errol Spence fight. I don't knock it. Earl, the man of the division, and you should want the man. You should want the man of the division. Don't get me wrong, but don't come in here and make it like you running shit, like you calling shots. No. You lost that position, homie. When you had you had a chance to fight Earl multiple times. When you kept. This is the get back year when he's not in the plan. Once I get my get back, and then we can do this and we can do that. But you took your ass to fight Manny Pacquiao on the get back year because you wanted that bag, and I don't knock you. I get it. You wanted the bag, I get it. But now that you lost the Pac, you got one title took from you, then Pac took another title from you. Now your ass is back, and your name ain't being mentioned up here with these top welterweights because you out of sight, out of mind. And don't get me wrong, Keith Thurman is still a hell of a fighter. I would never take that from him. He's a hell of a fighter. He can fight his ass off. My brother Lawrence Wayne was good. He can fight his ass off, and we can never take that from him. But don't come and try to shit on Earl. Don't come in this motherfucker talking about his fight with Mikey. If that's the best. Wait a minute, the fight with Mikey was how long ago? What about his last fight with Porter? That was his last fight. Don't come here talk about no 2 fights ago. You know what I'm saying? It's about what have you done for me lately. And lately, Earl only did 2 motherfucking pay-per-views. You know what I mean? Outclassed one fighter that thought he had more skills and things like that. And then went there and beat up the other Negro that thought he was going to come in there and bully Earl. You know what I mean? So now that you're looking at Earl, he's going to come back and take out Danny Garcia. So what you got to do, Mr. Keith Thurman? Oh, you got to fight me or lead the division? You know what I mean? You got to fight me or lead the division? Hell no. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here with that shit. Get out of here with that shit. On simple fact of Earl been trying to get you in that ring, nigga, and you know this. You know it. But now that the tables have turned, Now you want to come and try to call shots. Now you want to come and try to let your nuts drop and be a big dog. If I have to, I'm looking for a tune-up, but if I have to fight him first, I'm not going to pass up on the opportunity. You know what I mean? Hold on. Once I'm saying, how Denny got way more murdered than Keith? Let me guess. It was the Granados win, or maybe it was the Red Catch performance. Jeffrey DeRones, what's going down? Nah, it's because he been active. That's why he's been active. And wait a minute. Let me come, Lawrence Williams. Who got the bigger fan base? Who got the bigger fan base? Danny Garcia or Keith Thurman? Who got the bigger fan base? No, it ain't no Red Catch performance. It ain't no Granados win. It's because Danny got the bigger fan base right now. Right now, Danny been active.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. That's a fact, though, Lord.
Danny coming off wins.
Be real, Lord.
Danny coming off wins.
I gotta
Danny
keep
coming off wins. He coming off wins, back-to-back wins, if I'm not mistaken. He coming off wins. He got his confidence up, and he going right on pay-per-view. I don't want to hear they both lost twice last year, bro. I'm not trying to hear that. Who got the more thunder right now, Lawrence Williams? Who got the most thunder right now between Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia? Who got more hype around him right now?
Lawrence Williams sound like he would put a case on us.
None of the welterweights was pay-per-view besides Pac and Big EJ. Facts, J. Cooley. If he beat Bud, then he can talk some shit. Exactly, but he ain't gonna go over there and fight Bud next. He ain't go over there and fight
I think
Bud
that
next.
was a bad idea. If he go over there and fight Bud, and even if he fight Bud, that'll give him a little bit more, leeway. Cause even when he lose, you know what I'm saying? I give Keith Thurman credit, and I do think Keith Thurman is a hell of a fighter. You know what I mean? About 2-3 years ago, he was a hell of a fighter. But
no, Keith Thurman is still a hell of a fighter. Like I say, we're not taking it away from him.
I still don't think that he's at where he was. You get what I'm trying to say, Monty? I just don't feel like he's at where he was at. Remember when he had both belts? And right before he left, Eddie fought Danny and Sean. I just feel like he's not. Like for him to get back there, it'll take a while. I'm not hating on him, but he's not there no more.
The link sent, Lawrence. The link sent, bro. My thing is, Danny is coming off of wins. Keith coming off of losses. Yeah, he beat Keith. Keith beat Danny. But Keith Thurman fan base ain't bigger than Danny Garcia right now. Sorry. It's not. Keith went out there. Keith is out of sight, out of mind. Keith is out of sight, out of mind. You know what I'm saying? Coming back talking that bullshit. You got to fight me or lead the division. Man, who is you calling shots on like that? Who is you coming up the chart whooping on motherfuckers' ass like somebody ducking you? You know what I'm saying? Don't come talking like somebody ducking you. Don't come talking like somebody ducking you. Then you want to come out and shit on the Mikey Garcia when they both had their seatbelts on. Earl was pushing forward on his ass, beating his ass. Pushing forward on him, beating his ass. Cypress Hill was going down, fam. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to have to come and make a statement, get into that ring, beat a Sean Porter, beat a T-Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Get into that bitch and beat one of them boys. And then come back and talk about, oh, Errol, what's going down? Because we already know Errol plans Manny Pacquiao turns Bud Crawford. Manny Pacquiao turns Bud Crawford.
I think Keith is at a point right now, Monty, that if you gave him like somebody like on the come up, like a prospect, a really good prospect, like a Virgil Ortiz or Jerron Ennis, I wouldn't be surprised if they dust Keith off.
They don't do nothing for Keith Thurman. He ain't gonna take them fights. They don't do nothing for him. He's looking for either a fucking Bud, a Sean, a Danny, some right up there still. He's not looking for some up and coming fight because it's not gonna do shit for him. It's not gonna do shit for him.
Nah, you're right. The only way he would probably fight them is like an eliminator or something like that.
Out of 27 people, can I get 3 donations? Show some love, fam. But we got my brother Lawrence Williams in the building. Let's go, Lawrence. H Money Brooklyn Don in this bitch. What's going down, fam? Shaking my head. I just did. Hey, I know H. I just watched that bitch. I'm gonna play it. I just watched it, H. I just watched it. I swear, bro. Matthew Valentine's in the building. What's going down, family? Lawrence, you there, my brother?
Yeah, what's good, man? What's going on, Ed?
What's good?
Chilling, man.
What's good? What's good, bro?
Chilling. Now with the Danny, I think Danny is probably got more fans, but Keith drives the fan base though. Look, what we talking about, Keith? Ain't nobody talking about Danny unless he's doing Tony Montana impersonations or something like that. Keith, every time Keith say something, we making videos. My man just said he made a video about him, banging the gavel on him. I mean, we don't do that to Danny.
But
Because Keith got more clout right now. Everything Keith say, everybody jumping on it. Danny, I think that's a good fan. I think he got more fans. But Keith right now is driving everything he say. He be talking about Bud, Spence, Manny, Danny, whoever he talking about, Porter. We running with it, right? Danny, he can say only time he running with something with Danny is when he talk about Spence.
Everything when you see motherfuckers making videos, it don't be all in a good way. I know people, all publicity is good publicity, but it's not like every time you say something, it's in a good light. You know what I mean? Like Danny don't have to say shit because Danny has to fight. He got to fight. You know, Keith got to come out and make a case. He the one trying to make a case. Danny don't have to make a case. Danny got to fight. It's Danny and Errol. You don't have to make a case. So Keith coming out, he's saying his name being left out the ringer. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't take nothing from Keith. He's a hell of a fighter, bro. And anytime Keith Thurman fight is going to be exciting. I will never take nothing away from him. Salute to my brother King Palm for that donation, bro. I don't know if I said that, King Palm, but thank you, my brother. But this is the thing. Danny has to fight, Lawrence. He don't have to come out and say, oh, you know what? Errol got to fight me or lead a division. No, Keith need that thunder. He need to try to come back and put some shit down like that because he know the people is not checking for him. Regardless if you can say we making videos on him or not, you see the fights motherfuckers want to see at 147, bro.
They checking for him.
When the
last
time you made a video saying you want to see Keith Thurman fight somebody, Lawrence?
I don't make a video about none of that though. That's not my lane. I break down fights, talk about fights like that. That's not my lane. You look at all my videos. I never talked about like an individual fighter.
Okay, like that. When the last time you see somebody make a video besides my brother Main Man and say I want to see Keith Thurman fight Errol Spence?
Sure, I say my boy Mike Johnson boxing talking about Keith today. A bunch of people talking about Keith. What I'm saying about Keith though, I mean, for Act to say he don't have enough merit as Danny to get a
I didn't say he don't have enough merit. Danny. I say right now, Danny has more. He has more merit right now for the Spence fight than Keith Thurman, and that's a fact. That's a fact because Danny coming off of win. Keith Thurman went and lost to Manny. Wait a minute. Keith Thurman went and lost to Manny Pacquiao, not trying to fight Errol when he had a chance to fight him. He wasn't trying to fight him. So you think people looking at that shit, not seeing him steady ducking Errol, like they gonna be like, oh man, now when he come out and speak all that shit, so now we just supposed to jump on the Keith Thurman train. Look what he said about Errol. He got to fight him, elite. Motherfuckers not looking at Keith in that great light. Of course they gonna say, yeah, we like Keith and we want to see his ass fight. Don't get me wrong. Like I say, I like to see him fight. But right now, bro, he's not in the driver's seat. He's not even in front of Danny Garcia, bro. He's not. And I do have him as a number 3 welterweight in the world. I got Errol, Bud, and I got Thurman. You know what I'm saying? I got Porter and Danny. But still, with Danny coming off of 2 wins, Danny got the more momentum right now. I feel like Danny is in front of Keith Thurman right now. Keith coming back, he trying to put his name in the forefront, but he got to beat somebody. And I know you're gonna say, so Danny beat Red Catch and beat Granado, so is that enough? Yeah, he coming off of wins. He's still winning and building the fan base. You know what I'm saying? So he got that clout going forward right now. Keith just came off a Pacquiao loss, which was a hell of a fight, and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? But he still got to come back and get a W, bro.
Danny building a fan base off of Red Catch performance?
Danny fan base is growing. So you can say off
of that performance?
Because it's Danny Garcia, and people like Danny Garcia, bro. So once you're going out...
Let me ask the question then.
Wait a minute. A lot of people build a lot of fan bases off whooping fighters that's not the A-level fighter. It's just you going out there knocking motherfuckers out, beating their ass. That give you some type of buzz. That fight, it was still entertaining when Red Catch biting this motherfucker, doing this and doing that. You can't say Danny didn't grow no fans off of that. Even with the Granados fight.
Is this a regular performance? Who you think grew more fans? Keith coming out of the performance with Pacquiao. But that wasn't a bad loss. He lost to Pacquiao. But who else in the division would you favor over Pacquiao? Only 2 people, right? You ain't favoring everybody else over Pacquiao. And if you are, it's 50-50. right?
What
So
you mean?
how this guy?
Wait a minute. What you mean? Who am I favoring over Manny Pacquiao? What you mean?
You only favoring Bud and Spence over Pacquiao right now. You ain't favoring the other guys over here right now.
I picked Thurman to beat Pacquiao.
But I'm just saying, I'm talking about right now. He beat Keith, right? All right. So that's not a bad win. That was a back and forth fight. That was a close fight. So how I don't understand how he don't still have merit over Danny off of that. I don't understand that. Danny fought Granados, a smaller guy. He beat him. He beat him better than everybody beat him. Props to that. But that's still not a valid fight for at welterweight. Same thing with Red Cash. When he get ready for Spence for Red Cash, I see he was using different angles.
Red Cash just knocked my motherfucking brother Devin Alexander the fuck out.
And then before that, what Molina do to him?
Come on now, bro. He just knocked my nigga Devin Alexander the fuck out. Wait a minute.
Tevin Farmer moved up and fought him in 135.
Victor Ortiz can knock that. I mean, Devin never been stopped, bro. Devin Alexander never been stopped. The Red Cash stopped his ass.
I know. Props to him for that. But you building up Red Cash as this good opponent when Tevin Farmer moved up to 35 and outclassed him.
We're not talking about Tevin Farmer. We're not talking about Tevin Farmer.
We can't talk. But we're not talking about Tevin Farmer. We're talking about Red Cash resume. You bring Red up Red Cash. You bring up Red Cash like he really doing something.
We're not talking. Well, if that's the case, then why didn't Keith Thurman look good against motherfucking Lopez? Then why didn't he look too good against Lopez?
He looked good in the first 6-7 rounds until he got hurt.
Back and forth. We're not talking about what you did. No, we're talking about the last fight. We're talking about the last fight. Yeah, and Danny came off two wins. Okay. Thurman coming off an okay win against Lopez. Yes, he had to get back, and he coming off a loss against Manny Pacquiao. You understand what I'm saying?
How that taking away Keith Merritt over Danny?
Because of the simple factor of the way he talked, the simple factor of this motherfucker.
Oh, the way he talked. Okay, we talking about the way he talked. Hold on, wait a minute. Talking about in the ring.
Wait a minute. We ain't talking about
the ring though.
Wait a minute. We're not talking about none of that. You talking about how to take away the merit. The mother.
Okay, you talking about outside the ring.
Talking about I don't want to fight Errol right now. I don't want to fight Errol over here. I don't want to fight Errol then. It's a give back. You think people forget that shit? And now
I'm not with you. I understand. I understand that. I'm talking about in the ring. I'm talking about the ring. You talking about some other stuff. You talking about other stuff.
Now you want to come back.
You talking about other stuff. No, you talking about other stuff.
Wait a minute, bro. Now you want to come back and say, he got to fight.
You're not talking about in the ring.
He got to fight Lawrence. Hold on, bro. Now you want to come back and say,
you talking about other stuff.
Lawrence, you gonna let me talk, bro? Damn. He go come back and he go say, now you got to fight me or lead the 147-pound division. Like he pulling weight. You not pulling no motherfucking weight over Errol Spence, who's the unified champion now, that's in the position that you was in. You lost both of your motherfucking belts. You just lost to Manny Pacquiao, so you lost thunder. You understand me? You lost thunder. You're not pulling no weight right now. Yes, your name is still Keith Thurman. Come back and you still got to beat somebody. You still got to come back on a motherfucking win, bro. You still got to come back on the win. Danny Garcia is coming off of 2 wins, and he's still a top 5 fucking welterweight. His fan base is bigger. The fight was already made for January. He's not in front of Danny Garcia. So right now, if you ask motherfuckers who you want to see fight, you might say you want to see fucking Thurman. I want to see Danny Garcia and Errol. But I won't mind. Look, I'm telling you, I won't mind seeing Errol fight Keith Thurman. I'm not saying fuck the fight, it ain't worthy or shit like that. All I'm saying is don't talk all this shit about not wanting to fight Errol when you had multiple times to fight this man, and we know you did. But you want to talk about all this get back year and all this shit, but now you coming back and now you want to let your nuts drop and he got to lead the 147-pound division or fight me. When you got Manny Pacquiao who just beat your ass with your title, and you got Terrence Bud Crawford with the WBO scrap right there, and you already got Danny Garcia in play. You not fit to jump ahead of neither one of them, bro. And you not pulling strings to make a motherfucker move out the way or like you doing something like you just whooped niggas ass and knocked out 6 niggas, and we like, Earl, you need to see him. You need to see him. Now you had your opportunity, you fucked it up. Now your ass sit back and you wait for your opportunity, bro. You wait, and it will be a hell of a fight because Keith Thurman, like I say, is still a fucking entertaining fighter, and I'm not shying away from his skills. He's very entertaining in the ring. But when you come out, you're trying to shit on Errol performance against Mikey Garcia. Oh, it was a safe fight. They both had their seatbelts on. Man, we ain't trying to hurt none of that shit. We ain't trying to hurt none of that shit. Because what about your fight with fucking Josecito Lopez? Oh, I can't say if I can stop him or not. You know you can't say that shit because you don't know. You don't know. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro, he's not in the driver's seat. His ass got to wait for his turn, and that's just what it is. And he's not too far away. I'm not saying he's that far away. Come back and fight one of these big dogs and beat him. You put yourself right back in position. You put yourself right back in position. But right now, motherfuckers looking at Keith Thurman and laughing. They looking at him and laughing. Because right now we don't know what the fuck to believe. I want to come back with a tune up, but if I get an opportunity, I'm going to take it. No, motherfucker, if you talking this shit, you got to fight me a lead. You need to be pushing forward for him, Danny, Sean, or motherfucking Thurman. You know what I mean? You know them the fights to put your ass right back in position. But no, I might come back on a tune up. Stay talking that tune up shit when Errol got through out of motherfucking call about to fight Danny Garcia. Come on, bro. Out of 30 people, let me get 3 donations. Show some love. But go ahead, bro. Ak, you got something you want to say on that shit?
I just wanted to say, man, you had a lot of great points that you was making, and so and I understand too what my brother Law is trying to say with Keith Thurman, but I'm one of them people that don't believe in you get rewarded for a loss, even if it was a good, loss, and it was valid, and you did your thing. You know what I mean? I don't think that kind of deserved to really get rewarded for that. And it's not even because of the whole situation with Keith Thurman. And I'm not trying to say like he's a bad fighter or anything like that. I'm just trying to say, like, if we're going to put it in perspective of he just fought Manny Pacquiao, he didn't win, though. Yeah, he fought him and he did a good job and it was neck and neck, but he didn't win. So we can't really give him credit too much in defeat. But what I do agree with is if he could beat somebody in between, I think get a match right now and beat somebody convincingly, I would definitely not mind seeing him, get a chance. Sorry about that. Getting a chance against somebody. I'm a fair guy. But as far as him skipping the line right now, I got to bang the gavel on that.
Nah, what I'm saying, I think he got the same amount of merit as Danny and all the other guys got. The same amount of merit. He lost to Manny Pacquiao in a great fight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all guys was the Bud fan, the people that's going against Bud, it was ready to throw Porter in there with Bud, and y'all was gonna give Porter credit for taking that fight. Same thing with Keith. You know what I'm saying? He coming off a tough loss to a Hall of Famer and shit in a close fight. But it's different with him. I'm not capping. I'm not even capping for him. I'm not even want to make it sound like that because I agree with y'all about how he was ducking all that shit. But my point is how he don't got the same amount of merit as Danny got. I don't understand that. He beat Danny. He beat Porter. You know what I'm saying? He had one tough loss to Pacquiao. I mean, he had one scary moment against Josecito Lopez. But if y'all don't talk about the first 6-7 rounds of that fight, though. You know what I'm saying? How he winning that fight easy. How he dropped Josecito Lopez early in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think this is because y'all don't like him because he's going against your guy. I got you. I understand what it is.
Don't say we don't like him because I'm a fan of Keith.
Hold on. So we gotta stop you told me don't cut you off, then I was quiet.
Yeah, all right, but don't say we don't like him because that's a false statement.
No, I ain't say no, you don't like him because when he go against your guy, you don't. That's facts. You ain't bigging him up like that. You'll give him a shade and then you'll throw him up. You ain't bigging him up all the way. So I'm saying, far as Danny, Porter, all those guys in that block right there after Pacquiao, Bud, and Spence, they got the same type of merit. We know if they fight each other, it's gonna be 50-50 fights. I want to see Porter against all those guys, Danny against all those guys, and Keith. So just because Keith is talking reckless, that don't mean he don't deserve a fight. You know what I'm saying? Whether he got to win one fight to get that fight or whatever. Y'all say he don't get no merit over Danny. Why not? If Keith after that fight with Pacquiao, if he would have said, you know what, I want Spence. If he would have been like, oh, my hand hurt again, whatever. If he would have called that out and said, I want to fight him now, the way he's talking now, pandemic talk. If you were talking like that in September last year at the fight, I guarantee you had that fight before then. Y'all know that shit too.
Man, I'm saying this, bro. You can't talk like a weak ass Negro, acting like you want to fight, but then you got all these damn the get back here and all that shit. Everybody been saying that shit, including you, bro. We've seen him moving around all around fucking Spence. And people say, oh, Spence doing the same thing to Bud, which is totally not true because Spence letting you know that he's going to fight Bud. When Thurman wouldn't even fucking say he's going to fight Earl. It's all just to get back here. He can't say this. He can't say that. But then when you talking about a Conor McGregor or you talking about another fighter, I'll fight that boy. Get tough. Put that boy in the ring. All that shit. You know what I mean? I remember all this shit, bro. So the thing is, you can't sit up here and say all this shit just to get back here, right? And like I say, I understand the Manny Pacquiao fight. Nobody go turn down a Pacquiao fight because it's the bag. You want the bag. But like I was telling Main Man and everybody else, if you're in great enough motherfucking shape to fight a Manny Pacquiao, you are in a great enough shape to fight a Errol Spence Jr. And that's a fact. So I don't want to hear none of that shit about, oh, well, it's the get back here, but I'm going to go in here and fight Manny, and you went and fought him because of the bag. But that just proved to me that you were still in great enough shape to fight a Errol Spence. You just didn't want to get that man to fight at the time. Now that Errol is in position, unified champion, you see him and Bud, you see him and Manny Pacquiao, you see him and Thurman, that shit coming up. Yes, you got the Pacquiao fight, you took the L. But now that you're seeing these boys that's in front of you right now, that's going to get the fights, because Errol already put out his game plan. Danny Garcia, Terrence Bud Crawford, Manny Pacquiao. If I can get Manny Pacquiao and T-Bud, I'll fight them back to back if I can get it in that order. But if not, I'm going to go ahead and get Danny Garcia and then let Manny do his thing and see what happens after that, because it ain't for sure he going to get the Manny Pacquiao fight, how I'm looking at it right now. But nonetheless, he got the Danny Garcia fight locked, in my opinion, because it still ain't signed, sealed, and delivered yet. But after that, he's going for Manny Pacquiao or Terrence Bud Crawford. If that's his plan, then Keith Thurman got to do something to try to derail that plan and try to get a rematch with Pacquiao or try to get a Terrence Bud Crawford win to put him right there to fight the unified champion of the world. Because like I say, Earl ain't going to forget shit. And like I say, I'm not the type of nigga that say, oh, tick for tat or this and that. But once you beat around the bush on the nigga so much, and then go take fights where you know you was in good enough shape to fight this man, then you want to come back and do all this bullshit ass talking, oh, he got to fight me or lead a division. All this tough talk. Man, cut that shit out, bro. Cut that shit out. That shit ain't moving me not one bit. Because it's still talking, he got to fight me and lead a division. He's still talking about a tune-up. But Errol Spence got thrown out of fucking court and he ain't talking about a tune-up. But you lost to Manny Pacquiao and now you still coming back talking about I get a tune-up and then I need this. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, he can run his chops. He can say this, he can say that. He can try to shit on the Mikey fight. You know what I'm saying? He can try to shit on the Mikey fight 2 fights ago. Oh, you know, this and that, this and that. So at the end of the day, he not in the driver's seat no more. He not pulling them strings to say, oh, you know, I want Earl next and it's going to happen, because it's not. It's what Earl want, and that's what's going to happen. If Earl want Danny Garcia, he getting Danny Garcia. And like I said,
I agree with that.
I feel like Danny Garcia got more merit than Keith Thurman right now. Even with
I agree with that. I agree with that. Everything you said, except with the merit part, because I think he got the same amount of merit or more than Danny got. That's to me. If the outside, just because you don't like what he's saying, that don't take away his merit or what he do in the ring. Like I separate that part. Like I didn't even hear the interview you talking about because I don't really care. Because I know if Keith was talking, if he was active like he's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? If he was saying I'm gonna fight regardless of whatever, he gonna get that Spence fight. But Spence not gonna turn that shit. Spence probably want that shit more than he want the Danny fight deep down inside. If you really think about it, because this is the dude that been avoiding me the whole time. Now part of him gonna say, man, why I'm gonna give him an opportunity? But another part of him with that dog come out of Spence go like, nah, fuck that. I wanna fight him. You know what I'm saying? So for you to say he don't got more merit that he don't got enough merit than Danny, I think you off base on that. But everything else, I would rock with you on that.
Nah, right now I think Danny hold more merit than Keith Thurman right now, bro.
How? Tell me how he hold more merit?
Like I say, coming off back-to-back wins. You understand what I'm saying? He got the momentum right now. You know,
he don't got no momentum. How he got momentum?
He coming off back-to-back wins.
Who the last two?
He coming off back-to-back wins.
Who
the
last
momentum right now?
Who the last
Granados and Ivan Redcatch.
Ivan Redcatch. Yeah, so he beat 2 Josesito Lopez's.
if you want to look at it like that, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is this: he's coming off of 2 wins. You understand what I'm saying? Like you say, you can say Thurman lost to Manny Pacquiao. Like Ax said, I'm not, and I always say this too: it's not that you lose, it's how you lose. You understand me? He fought a hell of a fight. And I said 1 or 2 rounds could have made that fight go either or. But guess what? When he lost to Manny Pacquiao, he wasn't coming out screaming Errol Spence's name. He wasn't talking about, oh, shit, I want the Errol fight. I want this. I want that. No, he set his ass back. He went on vacation, sitting back, relaxing. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. But Errol did what he had to do. Danny Garcia did what he had to do, and Danny Garcia put himself in front of Keith Thurman to get that Errol Spence fight, and that's the reason why it's happening now. And Danny ain't coming back talking about no goddamn tune-ups and shit like that. Like Keith Thurman stayed talking about tune-ups and shit. So if you was really real about the fight and not talking to motherfuckers over in the UK, you'd have been came out talking about, yeah, Earl, you got to see me. But now is you got to see me or lead a division. What type of shit is that? You don't even believe that shit when you say that shit. You got to see me or lead a division when we know Errol Spence already been put in position telling us on get this smoke. I mean, on all the smoke, whatever the hell that shit called. Sorry, my G's. On
who said that on? Which interview was that?
Get this smoke. Oh, you talking about Keith Thurman?
Yeah, which one was that? I missed that one.
You talking to some UK channel, bro. Some UK channel. But Errol is on all the smoke with Stacks and Matt Barnes. He on Brian Custer and he on the PBC with my man's I can't get his damn name right now. Telling you his game plan. Telling you, oh, Danny Garcia,
Ray Flores.
Yeah, Ray Flores. Telling you is Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, and Terrence Bud Crawford. See what I'm saying? So now you come back and you think you go run some shit, but you're not, bro. You're not. And as good as a fighter as he is, he's not pulling those strings on Errol Spence Jr. You're not, bro. Especially when Errol saying he don't even like your ass like that for real. And I don't have shit to do with they person to be, but it's just like Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. You ran the motherfucker around so much, it gets to the point where a motherfucker do say fuck you. You know what I mean? They do say
yeah,
fuck
I feel you.
But do I want to see that fight? I think I love to see that fight. I still think it's a hell of a fight. I want to see Errol beat all them boys at 147. I don't want to see him leave 147 without fighting Keith. But Keith got to come back and knock one of them boys off. And I'm not saying you got to go knock off a big dog, but you got to come back and get on the winning side, bro. Come back and get back on the winning side and get that momentum pushing. And then come back and say, Errol, your ass got to see me. But don't come back off no loss and sitting back on the motherfucking UK channel talking about, oh, he got to lead the 147-pound division or leave. Like, I mean, you got to see me or lead a 147-pound division. Like, we know that shit ain't rocking for real, bro.
I got a question for you then. So what's the difference between Keith and and Porter? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people was pushing Porter to Bud. What's the difference though? Because they both got similar defeats to Spence and Pacquiao respectively. So nobody was saying that shit to Porter. Go get a win. Go get a Josecito Lopez. Go get a Ivan Redcash or whoever. Nobody said that. But Keith, hey man, go get a win.
I mean, what you mean? I mean, when you say you got a question, how you trying to phrase the question? Because first of all,
okay, let me phrase it then. So,
Porter just came off. Wait a minute. Porter just came off the fight with Errol Spence in a unification fight, right? So now when he was saying he want the rematch, and this one motherfuckers went pushing Porter to Bud, talking about a rematch with Errol. Motherfuckers pushing Porter to Bud because Bud was saying ain't nobody from the PBC want to fight him. He like, don't nobody want to fight from the PBC, and you got Porter out here who don't got to fight, and motherfuckers can push Thurman towards Bud way. But Porter was the main fighter out there at the time because he was out being active. Thurman wasn't saying shit. He wasn't.
So my question is how you saying Thurman gotta go get a win, but you ain't saying Porter gotta get a win?
Porter gotta get a win. Wait a minute. What you trying to say? Because Porter just came off the fight with Errol. He just came off his title to Errol.
Thurman just lost his title to Pacquiao.
Great fight.
Right.
So watch this. What's the difference? Because Danny Garcia is locked in for the fight. Now, when you keep bringing up Porter, I don't know what you're trying to make. You're saying Porter got to go get a win. Nobody was screaming for Sean Porter in the Errol Spence rematch. Sean Porter ain't come out and say, "Oh, Errol Spence, nigga, you better give me my motherfucking rematch and leave 147 pounds." Sean Porter ain't come out talking about no tune-ups and shit like that. So I don't get what
you're missing. What I'm saying.
They want the rematch.
No, you missing what I'm saying. You missing what I'm saying. You just said that you said Keith, in order to get and you said he don't got no merit to fight to ask for that fight.
I never said you don't have no merit. I said Danny Garcia has more merit than him now.
He has more merit than him. Okay, bet. So you saying he need to get a fight in, win a fight to get merit for Spence. So are you saying that's the same thing for Porter? He got to win one fight to get the merit for Spence?
You fucking right. If Porter go and beat a Bud Crawford, if Porter go beat Bud Crawford, wait a minute.
He just fought Spence life and death.
If Porter, but who is in line to fight Spence next? He ain't fighting no Spence, no life and death. Are you smoking dope?
He fought him life and death. That was a tough ass fight. That was a tough ass fight.
That's an 8-4 fight. That's an 8-4 fight.
It's still a tough ass fight, life and death fight. Spence had to work for that shit. He didn't have to work for that shit. He didn't have to work for it. Was it easy like Mikey? Was it easy like Mikey? No, it was life and death. He made that dude work. It was 8-4 the way you scored. It was life and death. What you saying?
Bro. Of course you're gonna have to work. What you mean? But it wasn't no life and death. 8-4.
Well, it wasn't.
8-4.
That's what you scored it. Okay, got you.
No. They ain't just what I
scored. That was a tough fight.
Two judges scored it as well. 8-4. Now, what's
the other one scored? What's the other one scored it?
Yes.
What's the other one scored?
So, all right. So let me ask you. So you had Sean Porter winning 8 rounds?
No, I had Spence winning 7-5 with the knockdown.
All right then. You ain't had no Sean Porter winning no 8 rounds. That wasn't no life and death. It was 8-4. But listen, was it tough? Yeah, was it tough? It was a good fight. It was a tough fight. But
okay. So, but
it's Sean Porter. It's a world motherfucking champion that worked as hard. Wait a minute. That worked as hard than he ever fucking worked in his life because he knew who he was facing. And even with all that hard work that he put in, I still scored that bitch 8-4, and he made it entertaining, just like Mayweather and Madonna the first fight. But even Mayweather and Madonna was 9-3, 8-4. Now,
what's the difference between Keith's performance and Porter's? What's the difference?
What I'm trying to get from you is you keep saying that you bringing up Porter saying, do we got to get a fight to fight Errol Spence? Sean Porter is not talking like Keith Thurman. Sean Porter is not talking about, oh, you got to fight me or lead a division. Sean Porter, like, they play Ring Around the Rosie with Earl as well, but he came to the table as a as a world champion and fought Earl. He lost his title to Earl. So, every time you lose your title, of course, a motherfucker want the rematch right back. Just like he talking about he want the rematch with Manny Pacquiao. And there's nothing wrong with that. But even with fucking Sean Porter wanting a rematch, he's not getting it. You want to know why? Because Danny Garcia was next, and he put himself in the front for it to get that fight with Errol Spence. You see him jump in the ring after that shit. So those 2 wins that I guarantee you this: if Danny would have lost those 2 fights, he won't be getting the Errol Spence fight. If Danny would have lost against the Red Catch or Granados, he won't be getting the Errol Spence fight. I promise you that. But by Danny getting those 2 wins and giving him Murd and giving him some momentum, he put himself in position to get the Errol Spence fight next, bro. And it was signed, sealed, and delivered. And we seen that bitch supposed to go down in motherfucking January, but we seen what happened with Errol.
Man, nah, because the same thing you say that Keith got to get a win to get a fight with one of these big guys, but you're not saying that for Porter. He got to do the same thing, right? That's what I understand.
That with Porter when we telling Porter the fight turns Bud Crawford.
That's the same thing, though. No, that's the same thing, though. How you gonna tell him to go in that? You gonna tell him to do that? To go straight to Bud, but you're not gonna let you don't want Keith to go straight to Bud because the way he's been talking. Them guys on the same level.
Hold on, you tripping over there, Lawrence? I think
anybody tripping?
You double talking. What do you mean? What do you mean we don't want Keith to go straight to Bud?
Okay. Let me explain. You asked me a question.
I said if Keith go beat Bud, he put himself right in position to fight Earl. Did I not say that earlier?
But you did just say that if Keith, for him, you say he's not on the same merit with Danny. So in order for him to get on the same merit with Danny, he need to go get a win. It don't got to be a big time win. It got to be a win. So my thing is that because Danny got the fight with Spence already locked. Okay, so he already got that. So if you trying to tell me, so if Keith get 1 win, he can be in line to fight Spence. But then what? You said about Porter. You said Porter can go straight and fight what's his name? Like I don't understand why they gotta have an in between fight when these are top welterweights. Whether they lose or whatever, it's been close fights. You know what I'm saying? It's close. What? Because what?
It's locked. It's locked, bro.
I understand that shit. I understand it's locked. I understand it's locked. I got that. I'm just saying why Keith got to fight. No. You asked me a question, but then go ask me. I'm ready. I answer. No, ask me. I want to answer your question.
Well,
I ain't gonna duck no questions.
If Keith go and fight somebody and lose, would you want to see him fight Errol Spence next?
No.
Exactly.
If you fight somebody else, like who?
If Sean Porter go fight somebody and lose, would you want to see him fight Errol Spence next?
If he fight, you talking about right now? No, but if they lose,
so now,
but listen, but but hold on, because we talking about real time. We're not talking about looking to a top welterweight. You didn't say that. We talking about real time. So I'm thinking you asking that question if they lose another fight right now. If he lose a fight, keep losing that fight against Pacquiao, hell yeah, I want to see him against Spence because he fought him tough. All those welterweights gonna fight each other tough. So I don't want to see it. Why this guy gotta go fight whatever? I know he talking about tune-up, but you said he need to fight one little fight and then he right back in line. Why? Why he just can't go right into it? You know what I'm saying? If he wasn't talking like that, I know he's talking like, oh, I need to tune up or whatever. Let's say he's not talking like that. Why he gotta go get a win and then get back in position? When the other guys that lose coming off losses, they don't gotta get no win and go get back in position. It's cool. You can go right back and get your title shot. We pushing Porter to Bud. I'm saying, and what's the difference?
Because you
don't like what
we're talking about.
You don't like how he talking outside the ring.
We're talking about real life right now, Lawrence.
I got you. That's real life.
I'm not dealing with some hypotheticals, bro. Danny Garcia has the Errol Spence fight, right? Am I right? To our knowledge, this is what we know. To our knowledge,
I know.
Like I said, they sign, sit, and deliver. And to the people out there, can I get 3 donations? Show some love, fam. Listen to me, bro. We know Danny got the fight locked, right? So you telling me if Keith Thurman, he don't fight nobody, he just wait for the Danny and Errol to be over with. He just go sit out, and then when they finish, all right, I'm going into a fight with Errol Spence.
Why not?
So you telling me he go sit out all that time and wait and then get the fight with Errol?
No, I'm just saying I know he won't do that, but I'm just saying if he was talking like real shit, why not? Why not just sit out and then wait for the winner? He don't got that much time left to be fighting all these fights, extra fights. Why not? But I understand how he's talking. I understand how he talking. He'll be 32 in November. I got you. But I understand how he's talking. But what I'm saying is if he wanted to go straight into it, it shouldn't have to say, oh, no, he was talking shit in 2015. Nah, bro, he was ducking him then. No, he should go straight into that because we know he's a top 5 welterweight. And if he fight any one of them, it don't matter. If he fight any one of those guys, it's gonna be a tough fight. He already proven that with Pat, Danny, and Sean. So why he won't have a tough fight with Spence? I don't understand.
You saying why can't he go right into the fight because Errol is locked in with Danny Garcia?
Exactly.
So wait a minute. All right, hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this. So you saying Errol should drop the fight
after Danny? After Danny.
Wait a minute. Earl should drop the fight with Danny and go fight. Go fight Keith Thurman next. That what you telling me?
No, I didn't say that. I said after the fight with that. No, I'm saying Keith can wait after Danny and Spence do their business and get the winner.
So
why can't do that?
Because man, it's never good enough for Errol Spence, bro. 1 minute, everybody want to see him fight blood. Because this is the thing, right? This is the thing, bro. And I'm gonna let you rock.
Here we go.
Everybody, this ain't really go, bro.
There we go.
Everybody want to see him fight blood, right?
You're going on a different path.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna say something for you real fast. Errol is ducking Bud right now to most people, right? He's ducking Bud. He's not trying to fight Bud. He's going around Bud, this, that, and the third.
Right.
So now he got the fight with Danny Garcia coming up. Coming off a Mikey Garcia fight, coming off a Sean Porter fight. Now he's going to a Danny Garcia fight, right? Mm-hmm. Then he said after that, he want to try to get the Manny Pacquiao fight, who beat Keith Thurman, who got Keith Thurman title, right? So he want to try to get the Manny Pacquiao fight. And if not the Manny Pacquiao fight, everybody wants to see him fight Bud. Nobody is really talking about him fighting Keith Thurman, bro. Nobody. Let's keep it real. Nobody is talking about Errol and Thurman. But like I say, my brother main man, because that's his guy. And he want to continue to keep my man name alive. You understand me? So nobody want to see this man fight Thurman, right? Who is that, my man? Hold on, dog. So nobody want to see him fight Keith Thurman. And like I say, I'm not saying it's not a good fight because it's a hell of a fight. And to my brother Black Star Sports, thank you so much for the donation, fam. Nobody want to see him fight Thurman, right? So everybody saying Crawford, right? Errol telling you, I want the Manny Pacquiao fight. If I get the Manny Pacquiao fight, who got the WBA, I'm trying to be undisputed. Mm-hmm. If he was to beat Danny, right? And if he was to go, after he beat Danny, he was going to a Keith Thurman fight, they still go shit on him. They still go shit. Wow. They still, look, not me and you, not main man, not some.
Okay.
They'll be like, you can fight Thurman, but you can't fight Bud. You can't fight Pacquiao, which nobody want to see him fight Pacquiao because they hating on the shit. But that's the money fight. So if we damn sure can't say shit about Errol if he get the Pacquiao fight next, because we all know they chasing Pacquiao for the bag, and now that he got that title, is even more worthy. So after he beat Danny, a Manny Pacquiao fight is way better than the Keith Thurman fight, especially on pay-per-view.
I agree with that.
That's a fact.
I agree with that.
So let's just see this. So now if he gets the Pacquiao fight, and let's just say he win, because we don't know what's going to happen in that fight. Let's just say he win. After that, he want to fight Terrence Crawford. Will you be pissed off at that?
No, I'm good with that. But what I'm saying though,
the man got his shit mapped out. But a Keith Thurman fight ain't bad. Now, when you saying I'm not telling Porter to go get a win to fight Spence. I'm Porter not even like they want the rematch, but they're not even pushing or talking like Keith Thurman talking, bro. They not talking like he talking, but Porter is still in action. And yes, Thurman just came off his loss last year sometime. But Porter and them, they talking about the Bud fight because they know the Bud fight will put them in position to fight Spence. That's why I say you got to try to knock something off Spence's chessboard to get Spence, and that's between Pacquiao and Terrence Bud Crawford. If you can beat either one of those cats and get one of them titles, you put yourself in position to fight Errol Spence Jr., bro.
No, I agree with that shit. But what I'm saying,
now, I feel like Garcia is already locked. He's in the front center to get the fight. He's ahead of Keith Thurman. He's even ahead of Sean Porter for the rematch, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And that's why that fight happening, bro. But go
he's
ahead.
only ahead because he fought 2 title eliminators against 2 smaller guys. That really don't really mean nothing. The merit shit is still the same. I mean, he don't got more than Keith, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He don't got more. He don't got more merit than Keith. If Keith, you know what I'm saying, if he wasn't talking how he talking and he was really about that shit, you know what I'm saying, then that fight would be next. Even if nobody, and we're not even sure if Pacquiao want to take that Spence fight. He jumped in the ring too. And he wasn't too anxious. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what he can do. You know what I'm saying? So why not? Why not fight Keith? Knock off all those guys. That's still building your legacy. That's still building your legacy. If you can't get the pack, because Pacquiao, he's still A-side. No matter what you want, no matter how many belts Spence have, he's still A-side. He's still
I never denied.
Okay,
I said Pacquiao and Floyd. I don't even rank them in the top. Like I don't even rank them in the welterweight because Pacquiao and Floyd is something totally different, bro. Something totally different.
But let me finish though. So if let's say we know Pacquiao, he can pick and choose. He ain't too iffy about taking the Spence fight. If Spence beat Danny, like I expect him to beat Danny, why he can't go into the Keith fight and knock off all the PBC guys? He got Porter down. He'll have Danny down. Go ahead and get Keith. And he can. There's no telling if Pacquiao will get on that fight. We all know that the Bud shit ain't happening no time soon. They're not on page with the money. When you got this entity and that entity, that they're not on page. They told you that shit when they met face to face. So I don't know why people making all this shit. They don't really understand the business of boxing. You can say he can fight this one, that one can fight this one, but it's not realistic. And people say, "Oh, back in the day, in my day, these guys they fought everybody." It was always a process to that shit. Same way today. So I don't think none of these guys ducking each other. But I'm saying my whole thing on here is when Axe said that my man don't got more merit than Danny. That's all. I disagree with that shit because I think either one of those guys got more merit. You know what I'm saying? If Keith would have took 2 lesser fights last year and then say I want to fight Spence, he would have got that fight easy. You know what I'm saying? No matter. This because he lost.
He could have had that fight, bro. You know he could have.
I know that, but he don't lose merit over Danny and Porter. The rest of those guys, he don't lose merit. He just only thing we don't like about Keith is what he talking about outside the ring, how he ducking, how he sidestepping type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? How he talking about Spence. He ain't too eager to talk about him. He all it is different. His different energy when he around Spence. But so now it's like, then you want to fight.
Do you believe in this time, Lawrence, when he say he want to fight Errol? You believe in this time? Think he back up to the point to where he want to fight him?
Hell no. I don't believe it. That don't mean I don't think he got more merit than Danny. That's why I'm on here. I ain't on here because I agree with you 100%. I don't believe him. Is he still hurt? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Which one is it? The elbow, the hand? I don't know. Like he good for TV. I gotta go listen to the interview, but I don't. He up there with Danny with the same merit. You talking about fans? I mean, how much Porter and Keith did on CBS? They did a big number. I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? Keith did a good number with Josecito Lopez.
That's on CBS.
You know what I'm saying?
We know they go pop on CBS. I'm talking about on the pay-per-view level. That's what we got to talk about.
They never did pay-per-view. He was on Mayweather undercard.
Right now, do you think Danny and Errol pay-per-view would do better than Keith and Errol pay-per-view?
No, I think Errol and Keith would do better.
I think Danny and Errol.
No, because Keith is a better. He can sell the fight better. Yeah, they already got history. They already got beef. They already got this. Danny, That people gonna buy the pay-per-view with him and Danny though, no doubt. But I think Keith got a little bit extra than Danny. He can sell the shit a little bit better. They put a muzzle on Angel. Angel ain't talking at press conference no more. That was the one who was selling the fight. That was the dude who was selling the fight for Danny. He ain't doing that no more. I think
Earl and Danny will do better. I think Danny fan base. Fan base will come to the table more and get them pay-per-view buys than Keith Thurman. Don't get me wrong, I like Keith Thurman. Yes, Thurman can run his mouth, he can talk. But I think Danny can talk too. But you're right, Angel.
I got one for you though.
I think that take the muzzle off Angel with this Errol fight. I really do.
I got one for you though. Who's going to take it over the top with Spence and
Can I get 3 donations? Family, fuck with me, family. Fuck with me. I got my brother Lawrence on this motherfucker. You understand me? Got my bro Actor Reacher who ain't banged the gavel in a while. Act, come on now, where you at? Come on now. Go ahead.
I mean, y'all was talking, y'all was cooking, so I ain't want to say nothing, but one thing I do want to say is, Keith Thurman, at the end of the day, as far as the merit situation, I do think Danny got more merit than him. Danny is a 2-weight division champion. You know what I mean? And he's about even with him at welterweight. So, in my opinion, I think Danny do got a little bit more merit than Keith. Not only that, he still got his morality at 147 too. Keith Thurman don't have his morality no more. He played so many games them years with first it was his shoulder or whatever. And then after that it was his hand. And then he threw the opening pitch. Y'all remember during the baseball game.
Facts.
Yo, I got every brother that.
Wait, Lawrence, y'all talk for a minute though.
My bad.
Let the judge cook. The judge got to cook. Y'all gave y'all closing statements. Let me give mine. On some real joint. Then Errol did some body shot sparring. That's what they told me. My brother said that they do in Texas. Then next thing you know, I see Keith. What was he sparring? Monty and Naples? Where was he sparring? That time, remember, it was a few days after Earl's sparring session. Where was Keith Thurman sparring at? But he had gloves on. That was the only difference.
I can't even remember, bro. I can't even remember.
But that was around the time he had his shoulder injury. So to me, Keith Thurman is a straight up gas station attendant. You know what I mean? You got to understand what I seen, Lawrence. I seen a man playing games with his career. And you expect me to take him seriously? I have every right, me being a fighter my damn self, to put Danny Garcia as a person and a man in front of Keith Thurman for all of that playing around. Then he went and got a girlfriend and went and played Raider of the Lost Ark in Naples at a bar with her. And for those that know Indiana Jones, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
That's all I gotta say, man. I'm banging the gap.
Brother, that before one thing I gotta say, money before I get on that. I think what will take over the top with Spence and Keith is because of what y'all talking about. A lot of people want to see Keith lose, so they're gonna buy the pay-per-view just for that. Now to act, you talking about
with you on that part.
You said Danny did more at 47 than Keith. Man, you tripping.
No, I didn't say that.
You did say that.
I said I said at 140. I said he did something at 140, and then I said at 147 he is about even at 147 with him.
No,
I said
not.
so.
How?
To me, he has more merit than him because he has a weight division under his belt. Plus, he's even with him at one. He already caught up with him at 147. Outside of unifying. That's it.
Listen, bro. Okay, so Danny beat Guerrero better than Keith did. Okay, answer that one. You gotta break this down for me.
Hold on, let me say this, main man.
No, save him. Hell no.
I'm gonna say something to main man. He gonna get right back at you. Main man, no, it ain't that Keith get one loss and we all forget. It's Keith get one loss and his ass run. Keith get an injury and he go sit his ass out for we don't know how many years and shit like that. So you gotta blame your boy for losing Thunder, bro. He lose Thunder.
That's the point that I was trying to make.
But go ahead. Go ahead. You want you to answer something.
See, I'm not even talking about really the stat sheets, because if we was to do the stat sheets, like I said, my man got a weight division under his belt.
Two-weight division.
And it don't matter beat who better. I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at it from this point of view. Like, if we want to do what have you done for me lately, even what have you done for me lately, we asking you, Keith, all right, you fought Manny Pacquiao. It was a gallant effort. And I gave him credit for that. I did not doodle on him for that. But he did not win the fight. I just feel like, how could you be rewarded for a loss? I'm not the only person that said that. Derek James said that to Kell Brook about the Triple G fight. I'm not the only person that believes that.
You was about to reward Porter, though. You was about to reward Porter off a loss.
I'm not rewarding Porter off of a loss. I'm one of the people that didn't mind seeing that fight. But once again, it was just like if Keith Thurman gets a fight with Errol Spence, I didn't care if it happened. I really didn't. I didn't care about that fight. I'm always one of those type of people. I hate motherfuckers that fight that are really friends. I hate that shit.
But you off though. Yo, Danny and Keith are not neck and neck at 147 as far as what they accomplished at 47. You off on that shit. You off.
Wait a minute, Lawrence, because you say because Keith became unified champion, he beat Danny for the title, right?
No, that's part of it. That's part of it.
Yeah, I know. You gonna say they ain't too far away, right? They both fought. Okay.
No, they're not.
All right, let me say this. Okay, Thurman did beat Porter. He did beat Danny, and you can't take shit away from him. That's all facts. And that's why that's why I still have Thurman as a number 3 welterweight, right? I still got I got Errol. I got Bud. I got Thurman. I got Porter, and I got Danny. But still is in the top 5. But just because you're number 3, don't mean you got more momentum than number 4 and number 5, in my opinion. Number 3 just lost to Manny Pacquiao, right? So that means you just lost. Number 5 just went on 2 winning streaks. He's on the way. Regardless if you want to give him credit for Granado, you want to give him credit for Ivan Red catch or not. You don't have to give him credit. But the thing is, he coming off 2 wins. If Keith Thurman would have beat a fucking Manny Pacquiao, yes, nigga, him and Errol would be fire right now because of the momentum going forward. Now,
I'm not sure about that.
Hold on.
I just want to say, H Money though, they are friends, bro. I'm not trying to say they buddy, but they friends. Because remember when we first asked them about fighting each other, they was talking about how friends they are. The first time they asked about.
Damn, I lost my thought.
My fault.
Let me get it. I got you then.
Hold on.
Y'all gotta explain to me about these resumes though.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Come on now. All right, so now
go back to it.
Wins. So he got 2 wins. Now we all knew that was the play next. Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. So I say I'm living in the real zone. I'm not talking about what can be or what could have been, right? What can be and what could have been, because we all know if we live like that, then that motherfucker, he could have been fought Errol. Because dude just talking about Errol wasn't worthy of a title shot, but he went and got the world title. He went and got the title. And like you say, when he was fighting fucking Lamont Peterson, if these boys would have picked up a phone, Lamont Peterson won't be here right now. So it was so many chances for him to fight Errol Spence. Now, just because we here now, I'm not this type of dude. I'm not a tick for tack motherfucker. That's not me. I don't do that shit. Because like I said, I still know Errol and Thurman is a great fucking fight. I know this. I know it is, bro. But Errol and Danny is a great fucking fight as well. And Danny put himself in the driver's seat to get the fight with Errol Spence Jr. And that's by winning. If Thurman would have beat Manny Pacquiao and still had the WA super title, nigga, do you know the fight will be besides just him and Bud? Because now that this nigga still got the title, and I know Danny ain't got no title right now, but even though Thurman still got the title, nigga, him and Errol will be on fire right now. Because if it ain't Bud, it got to be Thurman. If it ain't Bud, it got to be Thurman. And I told main man this way back. Thurman just got to come back and get a win under his belt. And then he'll be in position to fight Errol. Now, you just said he might not be able to get the Manny Pacquiao fight. And that's what's going to put Thurman in that position to fight Errol Spence if the Turnsburg Crawford fight don't present himself. He cannot get away from it. You can't get away from it.
I'm with you on all that shit.
Right now,
we got to go back to these resumes, though. Because you can't just say that and then, no, let's jump off that. No.
Hold on, who said something?
I'm talking about act. You jumped in and you saved him before he could answer the question.
I did not say.
You talking about 140.
I did not say.
You talking about 140.
You
said no. Listen. You said they was neck and neck.
Resume at 140 is a bad motherfucker. What you trying to say?
No. But he said they neck and neck at 147. You talking about legacy when he did something. He did a two-weight champion. Okay, I got you on that. But you said Act said that at 147 they neck and neck. They about even. And you're gonna have to break that down for me, if you don't mind. You want to pull up box rate, or you want me to get you? Because you can't just say that and then change the subject. You can't say that and change the subject. You gotta prove that to me.
I'm gonna say this. Danny Garcia got 2 losses at welterweight, right?
Okay.
Keith Thurman got 1 loss at welterweight. Danny Garcia was the WBC welterweight world champion at 147 pounds. He lost his title.
So you will save your boy, right? No, let him get it. He
lost his title to Keith Thurman. And a hell of a fight where some people thought he won that fight. Some people thought he beat Keith Thurman in that fight.
Like I didn't know this though.
Hold on.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, hold on.
Well, take over then. Take over for money then. Take over for him.
Hold on. Some people still consider Danny Garcia an undefeated fighter, bro. Now, that's all here and there. Because like I say, I had Thurman winning both of those fights. But don't make it like, because it's like you say, because he took an L, that he's not who he is, bro. Nah, you can't say that shit because he took an L to Thurman.
147 is different.
They were still great fights. That was still great.
147 though is different.
The thing is this though, he still fought himself back to put himself in position to fight Errol Spence Jr. The same thing Keith Thurman got to do.
You're going back to that. You're not talking about the resume though. You're not telling me why Danny is better than him since you jumped in for act. You ain't telling me why it's better than Keith. Why it's neck and neck when he don't have the wins that Keith have at 47. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You jumping off.
He fought Keith and he fought Sean. Yes, he lost, bro.
Okay, he lost. Okay, then what else? What's he do?
They were still neck and neck. So when you talking about
what's his best win?
Wait a minute. We're talking about career. We're talking about overall.
What's his best win?
Don't bring up Leonard Boone.
You gotta say Robert Guerrero for the title. You gotta say Robert Guerrero for the title.
Robert Guerrero is his best win.
Who's a former world champion. Who lost to fucking Floyd Mayweather. Then he beat Paulie, which, like I say, we all look at Paulie. We know he's done. But he beat back. He just beat the Ivan Red Catch, who he just knocked the fuck out. He beat him. He didn't knock him out. He knocked out Granados. So it's like you looking at the resume trying to say,
is that neck and neck? Don't forget about Sammy Vargas though. You forgot about Sammy Vargas.
Facts.
Yeah, but if you want to say resume wise, yes, you can give Keith Thurman the resume because he got Danny Garcia and Shot on.
That's my point.
But
you can't gloss over that.
Still, right now, you can have a
gloss over that.
Wait a minute. Nah. Still, right now, you can have a better resume, but that won't make you the better superstar. It ain't like
nobody said about that. I said about that.
You want a resume? You're trying to prove a point with the resume, bro. But still,
he brought it up though. He brought it up.
Still, Danny Garcia has a bigger fan base, in my opinion, than Keith Thurman.
Yo, he brought that shit up. He was talking about. I was talking about 140. He was talking about 140. No, hold on, because y'all ain't get to my nitty gritty yet.
Will you agree that
you just can't gloss over that shit all willy nilly and shit. He talking about 140. He got a legacy at 140. He jumped up to 47, and they neck and neck with Keith Thurman. That's not facts. That's not facts. So you have to tell me, and you just said there's not neck and neck. You just proved it to me. Okay, but I didn't do that. So you can't just say that and then jump off and let you.
What's the resume at 147?
It's not better than Keith at 147.
What's the resume at 147? Because overall a career, Danny Garcia got a better
that.
Overall.
He didn't say that though. He didn't say that though.
Listen, because that's what
say that.
Wait a minute, but that's what makes Danny Garcia. Hold on,
he didn't say that.
Y'all want to do this because I ain't in this convo anyway.
That's what makes Danny Garcia who he is because of what he done.
He took over for you.
It's because what he done at 140 and what he did at 147 as well, bro. You understand what I'm saying? That's why he still got the crap that he got. That's why Danny Garcia.
You didn't hear what he said. So you must miss what he said. Bro. So money, you missed what he said because he was talking about. He said he got more basically resume, more legacy because he was at 140. He was a man at 140, and he moved up to 147. And since he moved up to 147, they neck and neck with Keith. He's neck and neck with Keith. No, since he moved up to 47, he's neck and neck with Keith. You know what I'm saying? And their resume at 147 they're not on the same level. He didn't beat the same type of guys that Keith did. But Danny is a good fighter though. He lost those fights close. I got you. But look at the performance that you got. So when you breaking down resumes, y'all know how this shit work. If you gotta look at the resume, who this guy fought, how he performed against that guy, this, that, and the third, and then we come on who got the better resume. So that's why I break it down. Who
so against Danny Garcia, you had it some time, no law. He wasn't fighting for his life.
Who? Say it again.
I'm talking about Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman didn't win that match easy.
The back half of the fight, yeah.
I mean, he was fighting life or death.
Yeah,
I remember that. But it was life or death.
Keith wasn't fighting life or death with Guerrero though. That was a tougher fight for Guerrero. Was a tougher fight for Danny than it was for Guerrero, and that was after. Hold on. No. That was after.
We talking about them against each other.
Hold check. That was after Danny fought Guerrero. After that, after Keith beat him, and then in between that fight, he had a war with Kamagai where he took a lot out of him, and Danny still had a tough ass fight with Guerrero. So you can't sit there and tell me that 147 they neck and neck when they fight similar competition, and one little better and the other one don't. You can't say that.
We can say the same thing about him. We can say the same thing about Keith Thurman against Leonard Bondu and Earl Spence. I felt like he had a way tough time, even though he knocked him down. So it's the same thing. Just like how you want to bring up other boxers, Lord, I could bring up other boxers too and compare who they fought at 47. He had a tough time with a lot of people at 47. So I could say they neck and neck. I'm talking about Keith and Danny still. Just because he had a tough time with somebody like a Leonard Bondu, a journeyman like that. And look how
I remember Keith having a big ass hematoma on his head against Robert Guerrero as well. So
headbutt. Okay.
It's all right though, but he still had that big ass hematoma.
Oh, okay, all right. Danny was split up too. I mean, come on, man. Y'all know what it is. Look, I know. Y'all know what it is. Y'all just don't fuck with Keith. I got you.
Come on, bro. Hold on.
I got you.
Let me stop him because you keep bringing that up. You keep saying we don't fuck with Keith.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
No, ain't shit a fact. Ain't shit a fact.
That's a fact.
That show us something. That is not a fact.
That's a fact.
That is not a fact. Because on the simple fact, when Keith Thurman fight, I watch Keith Thurman and I like seeing Keith Thurman fight in the ring. So that's not a fact. I pick Keith Thurman to be Pacquiao.
I got one then.
Wait a minute. I didn't just buy motherfucking pay-per-view for Manny Pacquiao. I bought pay-per-view for Keith Thurman as well. I like Keith Thurman in the ring as well. I'm not a fan of his antics, so don't say we don't like.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so no.
That's what I'm talking about. Outside the ring, I'm not talking about as a fight.
No, because y'all don't like Keith Thurman. Y'all don't like Keith Thurman. No. You're not gonna come out here. Wait a minute. You're not gonna come out here and say all this shit, and do one thing one way, and then think because you saying some shit now that I'm just gonna jump on the motherfucking bandwagon and just roll with what you're saying. Hell no, bro. It don't work like that. Consistency is what's real. Consistency.
I know. I'm glad you said that word because you wasn't being consistent. You wasn't talking about him inside the ring. I was when we was talking about the married thing. I'm talking about Keith inside the ring. What he did. You started talking about he was talking what he did on this interview with this, that, and the third. That's why I said you don't like him because you can buy all the pay-per-views and all that shit, but you still bringing it back. You still being consistent.
First of all,
you still being consistent with talking about what he doing outside the ring. Y'all ain't saying shit about what he doing in the ring.
Let me stop you.
You can't stop me because you're wrong.
Because I always said ain't shit wrong about me, nigga. I always said
you're wrong on this one.
I always said I want to see Errol Spence and Keith Thurman get it on before he leave 147 pounds, nigga. You ain't gonna never in your fucking life tell me that I'm inconsistent with what I'm saying about Keith Thurman and being a fan of Keith Thurman. Just because a nigga don't agree with his antics outside the ring don't mean that you're not a fan. You had multiple opportunities to fight this man. That's a fact. You agreed to that shit. You
wasn't talking about him in the ring though. You was talking about outside the ring.
You said out your own mouth. You don't even believe that the nigga really want to fight Errol Spence. You just said it out your own damn mouth. So now you talking about inside the ring. I'm talking about his antics.
I've been talking about inside the ring.
I'm talking about his antics on him.
Exactly. And that's my point. That's my point.
I want to fight Errol. Yeah, you got to fight him.
That's my point.
You not running.
That's the point I'm making.
Wait a minute, bro. You not running Errol Spence out of no fucking word. You not
That's
running
the point
Earl.
I make.
Nigga, Earl ain't gonna run for no motherfucking Keith Thurman. Talking about, oh, if I don't fight him, oh, he gotta move. You not running Earl Spence nowhere. Man, quit that shit. Spence Nation don't show no respect. Because you even
That's the
come
point
out
I
for
made.
a minute yourself. First of all, Thurman come back talking to motherfuckers over in the UK, not in America, over in the UK. Now his
That's
nuts
all outside the ring though. Outside
now
the
his
ring.
nuts drop. Now so
Outside the ring.
you ain't inside the motherfucking ring. Why you keep saying outside the ring?
because this is my point. Let me get my point off. Let me get my point off first.
Wait a minute. Did he
Let me
have
get my point off, then you rebuttal.
Did he or did he not have multiple opportunities to get inside the ring? Did he or did he not have multiple opportunities to get inside the ring? But he passed up on the shit, right? So what the fuck is you keep talking about outside the ring? He's still talking outside the ring right now.
So let me tell you.
What I'm supposed to say about inside the ring?
So let me tell you. Okay, let me explain to you. When I said you don't like Keith Thurman, because that's based off the outside the ring shit. When I came on here, I'm gonna say it again because I know I said it before. We was talking about the merit of Keith Thurman and Danny, and I'm talking about inside of the ring. I ain't talking about that other shit. I didn't see the interview that you're talking about. So that's what I'm saying. You don't like him because you talking about what he's doing outside the ring. I'm talking about inside the ring.
You don't like somebody is saying you don't fuck with somebody because you don't.
Bro, you know what I'm saying. We both from different places. You know what I'm saying though.
Antics outside the ring don't mean you don't like.
You know what I'm saying.
You're making
you know what I'm saying. But when I came, when I came on here, what I was talking about inside the ring. You know that's facts. I wasn't talking about what he was doing outside the ring. You kept bringing that shit up. You kept bringing that up.
All right, so Lawrence Williams, what do he got to do to get inside the ring with Errol Spence?
Shit, I don't know.
So
I'm talking about inside the ring. When he do fight, he's one of the best fighters.
So what? All he got to do is just sit back and wait for Earl and Danny to be over, and automatically he got the opportunity to fight Errol Spence.
I answered that question. I think if he can get that fight, if Spence beat Garcia, beat Danny, and Pacquiao after that, if Pacquiao talking about something else, I think Keith is next. I do think that he can get. That's the only way I can see it. You know what I'm saying? If Pacquiao want to do something else, then yeah. But still, back to my shit. I'm talking about what he do outside the ring. I'm talking about inside the ring. That's the whole marriage shit. That's why I can say that.
What you talking about inside the ring? Explain inside the ring because you keep talking about inside and outside.
So when he fight top competition, it's always a good fight. Keep coming to win, keep coming to fight. You know what I'm saying? He lost his last fight, yeah, but all the other fights he had, he shows out. You know what I'm saying? There's only a couple fights you probably say Keith didn't do that well, but ultimately he still win. Even with the Collazo body shot, he came back and stopped him. You know what I'm saying? He always put on great fights and shit. He sell the fight, all that shit. So inside the ring, Keith is a motherfucker if he right. You know what I'm saying? If he right, he a motherfucker. He up there with all those guys. That's why I came on here talking about the merit part. But then you talking about outside the ring, this and that, which I agree with you. That's why I say, because you talk about it, I don't like it. So I'm assuming you don't like it either. You don't like him for that. That's what I'm saying. You don't like him because you're not talking about, it don't matter if you buy the pay-per-views, you watch the fight, I got you. But you talking about, oh man, I don't like him saying he ducks Spence and this, that, and the third. Spence got to go to 54, all that stupid shit. Because you don't like that. You don't like him for that shit. That's what I'm saying. In the ring, I was talking about in the ring. You start talking about
something. Who the fuck said he got to go to 54? Who the fuck ever said he got to go to 54, bro?
Did you say that? Did Keith say that in the interview? I didn't hear it. So
what you said about 54?
What Keith said? Did Keith say Spence got to go to 54? I didn't hear the interview. I don't know. I was just
repeating. Yeah, he talking about either fight him or lead a division.
Okay,
you talking about Keith Thurman? Fight him and lead the division. So
that's my point, though.
You say something about inside the ring, but you keep saying inside the ring, but you're going off the outside the ring shit. You know what I mean?
No, I'm talking about the
outside the ring shit. Because
but but what about the merit part? What did I come on here about the merit though? Didn't I explain that when I broke it down about the merit?
Is not in front of Danny Garcia. Period. When you finish. Period, bro. When you finish,
he is in front of him.
Danny Garcia right now, and it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that's because Danny got the fight already. That's why.
The fight ain't signed set up. Because guess what? Errol Spence can drop Danny if Keith Thurman was to come back and say, "I want to fight Errol right now." Just because this nigga talking outside the ring, it's getting you niggas juices fucking flowing.
It's not getting my juices flowing.
Let me finish. You niggas juices are flowing right now. Oh, Keith said this. He's coming back to fight Errol. Oh, he said if he don't fight him, he got to lead the division. Or this, that. You niggas juices flowing. Oh, he's back. He's back. Oh, he do this inside the ring. Nobody, I never questioned the man heart inside the ring and talent-wise. That's how I know him and Errol still gonna be a great fucking fight. But when you finish, as you talk about yourself, the business of boxing. Right now, Danny Garcia is in front of Keith Thurman with the business of boxing, and that bitch gonna be signed, sealed, and delivered, and that bitch gonna do great numbers on pay-per-view, in my opinion.
I just want to say this real quick. When we talk about merit, it is in the ring, and it's also attributes to outside the ring too. The reason why we question Keith Thurman's seriousness and merit is because of stuff like Adrian Broner talked about the night of the Pacquiao fight. You know, when you out gambling real late at night and somebody like an Adrian Broner got to resonate to you, and I'm not being funny. I don't want nobody in the chat or in the panel thinking I'm being funny. This is me coming at y'all like if we was all fighters and we was leaving the gym and we was like, I would be looking at y'all crazy as y'all gym mates. And I'm letting y'all know that. And y'all know I'm from New York, and y'all know my mouth will be running to y'all. You know what I mean? Like, yo, y'all don't need to be doing that. Adrian Broner did the right thing by telling him, like, yo, bro, what are you doing right now? And then you eating ice cream before a fight. Certain things that you know you're just not supposed to be doing. Ice cream make you phlegmy. So that affects your breathing in the fight. So why would you eat ice cream before you were about to box? Any type of dairy.
I feel you on that. Did that affect him down the stretch?
That has to do with merit. So yes, Danny does, and Danny he's just more solid, and I think he's stronger mentally.
Now I got a question for you. Danny said after the Red Cash fight that, you know what I'm saying, I was struggling to make the weight, man. I went up too high. The same thing what's name said. Ain't that the same type of thing? You struggling to make the weight because you went up too high?
I'm talking about the night before the fight, though. We talk about
you don't lose merit, though?
Fight. We talk about the night before the fight.
Okay, but look, though. So when you watch that fight with Keith,
preparation.
The night of the let's go. You talking about the night of the fight? Keith and Pacquiao, the night of the fight.
You can't brought that form, Law.
I make no excuse. I'm not. No. I'm not making.
You can't just make excuses. Hold on. Just for the wreck, bro. Not for the wreck.
I'm not making an excuse for him. I'm trying to win this debate. So if I gotta make an excuse, you think it's an excuse? Then as long as I win, I'll do whatever I gotta do. But this is what I'm saying. The fight with Keith. Hold on. Let me get this out. Let me get this out.
You're not gonna win.
The Keith, you already got it. The Keith and Pacquiao fight.
You telling yourself, you ain't got shit. All your points.
Y'all didn't prove me wrong. No, y'all ain't proving me wrong on nothing.
Your shit been getting shot down left to right, bro.
No, that's because it's 2 against 1. Y'all ain't proving me wrong. You proved me wrong about the resume at 47. Hold on.
You to get off.
Yeah. Tag team. No. Tag team, do that shit. Y'all don't prove me wrong about nothing. Y'all ain't prove me wrong about the 47 resume and none of that shit. So back to the fight. Let me put this out though. The fight, you said Keith was in the casino gambling and eating ice cream. But when he fought that man the next night, he fought his ass. And a lot of people thought he won that shit. Even though he got dropped in the first round, he got up and he fought his ass off when he was back in that fight. And man, if he must have did something right, because man talking about he hit hard to Margarito. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know what Margarito had in his gloves that night of the fight. So what you saying? So nobody knows that
Keith Thurman don't hit hard, bro. I don't know a lot of people that thought he won that fight though.
If this dude gambling eating ice cream the night before the fight and he went in there and got blown out, then that's the problem. But this dude, he was in there and he fought that dude. Even though he got off to a bad start, he fought that dude neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? That was a close-ass fight. Some people had it even. I had a 7-5 Pacquiao because I thought when he hit him with the body shot at the 10th round, it kind of sealed it. But shit, that shit didn't really affect. That's why you got to throw that out the window. He didn't have no bad performance against Pacquiao. Now, if he was on some other shit and got knocked out in the first round, some Bruce Seldon shit, then I got you. But that shit is very relevant. What AB doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, AB is the most disciplined fighter. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I ain't talking about what AB. Now, don't say y'all, because I ain't bring shit up with AB or nothing like that. My thing is with Thurman and Errol. And what Thurman talking about Errol. That's my thing. And he's not running those shows. He's not
I
calling
agree.
the shots. You understand what I'm saying? You can't come out and just say some shit talking about, oh, you better fight me or lead a division. Like, that's like a nigga coming up, in my opinion, a motherfucker just running through shit and you trying to get a fight. Sort of like Errol Spence was doing with Keith Thurman, trying to
Yeah,
get a
yeah.
fight with a nigga. And you just like this nigga would not fight me. Like you acting like a bitch. Like either you have to fight me or lead the division. I'm gonna get up there to the mandatory spot. You have to see me or you have to lead the division. That's how Keith Thurman talking. That's how he talking.
No,
Nobody.
I feel you on that though.
Wait a minute. I never denied that Keith Thurman is a hell of a fighter. I never denied that I don't want to see Errol Spence and Keith Thurman fight. What I'm telling you is, what Errol Spence already got his game plan is mapped out. It's mapped out, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then he gonna see if I can get Manny Pacquiao and turns Bud Crawford that's undisputed, and I'm on my way to 54. You know, him and Thurman can still see each other at 54. They can still see each other at 54. But I want to see it at 47, me myself. But he's not coming into no motherfucking division. I mean, sorry, he's not coming back off the Manny Pacquiao loss because he did lose his title. He's not coming back talking to a motherfucking unified world champion who's fit to fight another top 5 welterweight and talking about, oh, you got to see me or you have to lead the division. Like, oh, if I don't fight you next, I'm going to some shit. You're not pulling no strings no more, Keith. But to put yourself in that position, if you can go beat if you can get the rematch against Pacquiao, which we know that probably don't happen, or if you can get the fight with T-Bud Crawford and beat him, you put yourself right in position to say, hey, EJ, nigga, I got this title. I just beat one of these top dogs over here that you was trying to get because I'm fucking up your chessboard. Then you got to see me. Errol never beat the real champ for the WBC. Man, the real champ got his ass stripped for the WBC. And if that's the case, the real champ would have lost the WBC when he lost to Manny Pacquiao. So the real champ was Sean Porter because he beat Danny Garcia for the title. So your real champ lost this shit because you want to sit out and say, oh, my injury. So blame your real champ, man. Blame your real champ. So
Nah, I'm with you on that shit though. I'm with you on that shit, money. I'm with you on that. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't with on the merit shit because I'm thinking about merit. You talking about Keith outside the ring, what he did and the way he played, like the injury thing, prolonging that shit and the way he talking and he talking about tune up this, tune up that. Now I'm with you on that shit. But I was speaking on merit about what them guys do in the ring. And I think they right there. I mean, if one like I think Spence want to clean up all that shit. I think he want to do all that shit.
I agree 100%.
And Pacquiao is bullshitting around. Man, you don't know what Pacquiao can do. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao fight Mikey. He fucking around go back to 140. I always want to see Pacquiao at 140. You know what I'm saying? So we never know with him. He iffy. So we know what's for sure. Like if Spence do call all the shots, like you said, that's 100%. You can't even deny that. So let's say Spence be like, man, you know what? Pacquiao bullshitting around. I'm gonna go get Thurman. You know what I'm saying? We know the Bud fight not happening no time. That Bud fight ain't happening until the damn pot is overflowing. Like it was.
That's why I say,
you know what I'm saying?
I say Thurman go out there and beat Ugas, right? Let's just say he gonna beat Ugas. He right. All Thurman needs is that one win, bro, to give him that momentum back with the fans. You got to put yourself out there with the fans. Now I know what you're saying. If you don't get the fight, but one thing Thurman not gonna do, he's not going to come back and sit out from that Manny Pacquiao fight all the way to Errol get done with Danny Garcia and hope that he don't get the fight with Manny Pacquiao for him to get a fight with Errol Spence. He ain't gonna do it. Yeah. He's not. So all he got now, if he go and beat a motherfucker, he can beat Ray Robinson. You understand? He gonna beat Ray Robinson. But get that win, and if the Manny Pacquiao fight falls through, and I agree with you 100%, I don't think that Bud fight happening no time soon. Now you in position to fight that Thurman fight right there. Thurman coming off a win. He got his momentum going, and bam, that bitch is ready to go. It's right back hot. I want to see the fight. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him lead without fight Keith Thurman. I want that scalp under his fucking belt. But I'm not riding.
That's why
what Thurman talking about, though, bro.
So that's why I disagree a little bit because of what Keith is at in his career. He don't got that many fights left, man. Especially if he's so injury prone and shit. So I'm not mad if he's sitting out and he get himself in the best. You can look, the dude been around so long and the amateurs and what he did as a pro, he don't really need to take no more tune-ups, bro. He cool on those. Like he a world champion level fighter. All he need to do is get in the best shape possible and be injury free. That's it. I think. So if he didn't want to take a tune-up,
that motherfucker don't think like that though, Lawrence.
I know. That's what we hit. That's the fan versus the business of boxing type shit. But if you understand what I'm saying, same thing with Porter. If Porter, let's say he's in the same position as Keith, in my opinion, because let's say, like I said, Spence get through Danny. Let's say Keith bullshitting. Porter be like, man, I ain't taking no fight. I'm gonna wait for him. You know what I'm saying? Porter always in shape. So why can't he run it back if Pacquiao not trying to rock with him? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I think they at the same level. Keith, Danny, and Porter is on the same level, merit-wise in the ring. Now outside the ring, that's like, yeah, man, nobody fuck with that shit, man. When you talking, when Spence was calling for you, you was running away and shit, you know what I'm saying? Hiding the cheese and all in his face. Spence behind you, mean mugging you and shit, you know what I'm saying? He want to fight you, you playing games. So I understand that part of it. But as far as the ring shit, man, he deserved that shit just like Danny do. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was saying. That's
I feel you on that point. You're saying the skill level. You're saying in the skill level. That's what you at with it. You're saying skill level wise. Yes, but even skill, like I say, even with skill level wise, it's still things that's over skill level, bro. Nobody gonna deny that. Nobody gonna deny that Keith Thurman is gonna be an easy fight for nobody. Thurman ain't an easy out for nobody. Like I say, nobody still neither one of them cats still beat him yet. You understand what I'm saying? Out of their group, we still haven't lost, and neither one of them cats yet. And that's what I was explaining to main man. But it's not just because you on the same skill level for it. It's the reason why that you're going to get into the ring. It's not just because of that. It's going to be the business. It's going to be the momentum. And it's going to be what's going on. Yes, we still go rock with Keith Thurman because we are fucking, we are the hardcore fans and we understand what it is. We understand what it is. Now, coming off a Manny Pacquiao loss, it can still help you. It can still help you, but Keith not riding that wave. He's not padding out. This nigga going over to China and shit like that. He's not standing in front of the camera. He's not out here. I want my rematch with Pacquiao. He's not out here. Errol, you got to see me. Bud, Porter, showing us something. No, this motherfucker be gone. Then he just pop up out the blue. You got to fight me, motherfucker, lead the division. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, come on, man. Out of sight, out of mind. They don't. But that's why I say I never take away the skill set or how good of a fight he is. But it's just like Gary Russell to an extent. Gary be gone all this motherfucking time, and he's a top fighter, maybe the top fighter at the division. But because your skill level is up there, it still don't mean that, oh, everybody want to see you fight this person right now on the simple fact of you just been out of sight, out of mind. And shit be working like that because you're not going to get what you want. And that shit was shown. That shit was shown. But I just, like I say, you not go pull cards. You're not in the driver's seat, man. As much as you like your dude, he's not in the driver's seat no more. That's not it. He's not in the driver's seat. You understand?
I think
he's still a hell of a fight for either one of them cats. But if he go beat one of them boys and put him right, and you keep saying that, oh, he ain't got this many fights left. One fight ain't gonna fuck him up, bro. The nigga 31, like I say, about to be 32. One fight,
you don't know.
ain't gonna fuck him over.
You don't know. You don't know though. Like nobody knows with Keith. But the thing I kind of like disagree a little bit on this. I think even if he sit out, I think because Keith know how to sell a fight and he is a big draw, I think that Spence fight is a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like I think market wise, because this dude, he gonna sell the fight. We all know everybody, a lot of people rock with Spence and people want to see Keith lose. So with Keith fans and the people that want to see him lose, I think that's a little bit edge Danny and Spence. That's my opinion. But I feel what you're saying though. And I think that's why I think he can sit out and still be right there, right in the driver's seat a little bit. I ain't gonna say the driver's seat. He don't call no shots now, but he can be right there in position to get a fight with Spence. All he gotta do is stay in shape and don't get hurt. That's it. And that's a hard task to ask. That's why I said, man, he don't got them but a few fights. You know what I'm saying? Every fight is something. Every fight is an elbow, is a hand. He broke his hand against Pacquiao, hurt his hand against Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying?
I can hurt motherfuckers now, bro. Keith Thurman ain't fought in 2 years. Now you
I know.
I can hear him now. I can hear him. Hey. I can see my bro main man right now. But Monty, you gotta understand, Monty. Keith ain't been in the ring in 2 years. Now, okay, Errol went out there. He stopped him with a body shot. But Monty, come on, man. Come on, Errol. Keith ain't fought in 2 years, bro. He had one little tune-up. He had 2 sparring sessions. If my man would have had a fight in between that, my man would have been looking like one time. But since he set out for 2 years, he went right into the ring with Errol. You got to give him some kind of credit. Come on, you got to give him some kind of credit. But that's all I'm saying. He ain't gonna do it to himself, bro. He ain't gonna do
Yeah,
it.
you're right. You're right about that. You're right. Even with Porter though, Porter had that fight with Granados. He hurt his hand, and then he didn't. He waited to get that fight. He didn't have no in between fight. And his last couple of fights was Spence, Ugas, and Danny. I mean, that's a tough. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't. I don't think Porter even looking. Now I do agree with you on this. And I think we can both agree. Porter is more likely to sit out and wait for Spence than Keith would.
I would agree.
Keith, you know what I'm saying? Keith would want to get something, nigga. You know how he is and shit. But I'm saying, like, right now, why put even extra wear and tear on your body when you can just get yourself in the best shape possible and just wait for, your opportunity?
Because Keith Thurman mindset is, I got to put myself, I haven't fought. I need to tune up. I got to get back. I don't know how I'm going to perform. Keith Thurman is the one that, like, you got more confidence in Keith Thurman than sometimes having his damn self. He feel like I need to tune up to make sure I'm okay and get where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? That's him. But let's move this goalpost from Errol now, because I know I got like an hour or something left, to Canelo, man. I think I saw you touching on this, Lawrence. I think I saw somebody touching on this. I don't know if it was Main Man or somebody, but Canelo saying they snatched up Derevyanchenko from Charlo.
No. Charlo is they're in the final negotiations to sign that fight with Derevyanchenko. Charlo gonna fight. Yeah, Charlo got that shit.
Okay, that's what's up, bro. And I'm happy for Charlo. I'm happy with you. I thought Canelo was gonna steal that bitch, to be honest with you. I thought it'd probably be more money, but by him being on Al Heyman's side, Al must have just did some good ass business. Must have did some
let me tell you though, because I knew Canelo was. Well, I ain't know, but I had a good inclination he wasn't gonna get it, and I'm gonna tell you why. The first domino for me is when Derevyanchenko became number one in the WBC. You know what I'm saying? No, actually, I'm gonna go back. I'm sorry, man. The first inclination I had when they interviewed Derevyanchenko on the card of Charlo, his last fight, Jim Gray interviewed him. I'm like, why the fuck you interviewing him? He can't even speak English. You know what I'm saying? That's me thinking. But I was like, oh, okay. I see what they're doing. And then he became number one. So the dominoes are starting to fall. Then he fired Lou DiBella. Lou DiBella and PBC ain't rocking right now.
Right.
And then think about this one. You remember last year when Triple G and Jamal Charlo, they was bidding for fucking Brian Adams, and PBC outbid it for Brian Adams, so they can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's more comfortable on this side. You know what I'm saying? Derevyanchenko don't have to move up to 68. You don't got to put no extra rehydration clause on a smaller fighter. You know how Canelo do. So it makes sense to just stay at home, fight the guy, and then his camp. You know what I'm saying? Rozier and them, they think that's an easier fight. So that's why I was saying, man, from the jump, it's Charlo versus Derevyanchenko from the jump, even with all, the back and forth shit. So that's how I broke that shit down. You know what I'm saying?
He's still making a good payday.
Yeah, good payday.
Yeah, he's still making a good payday. I like that fight a lot, man. And when you look at that fight, Lawrence, and you see how Derevyanchenko gave Triple G all the problems, I thought he beat Triple G, me myself. I watched it once. I have to watch it over. But if Charlo got her and beat Derevyanchenko convincingly, how much credit do you give him for that win?
He get a lot of credit, man, because I think you got to look at what Derevyanchenko did, and his two biggest fights at middleweight. He gave Danny Hale. I thought he lost that slightly, but I thought he beat Triple G. And off of the strength of that gonna build up Charlo's his clout, because everybody's saying that we know that Triple G is avoiding Charlo, Canelo is avoiding Charlo at 60. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. They moved up when they could have fought him when he was a mandatory, so they avoided him. All right, it's business, got it. So if you go out there and run through Chenko, man, that's a big ass win, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you can't diminish what Derevyanchenko did, because right now everybody's on Derevyanchenko's nuts, because you know what I'm saying. But then once he fight Charlo, it's gonna be like, no, he too small, or he got knocked down the first round against Jacobs and Triple G. So what do you think Charlo gonna do to him? Don't do that to him. I think it's a good fight, but I think Charlo win. I think Charlo should win that fight. It's a different fight than Triple G to me. It's a more long range fight.
Do you remember when Dante Boxing Nation had Abel Sanchez on the show when he said we would never give Jamal Charlo because he's been disrespectful when he called Triple G Little G?
He said something like that's the time he was talking about black fighters on sale.
Yeah, when he's talking about I never give him a fight because he don't deserve it. First of all, he's disrespectful. Only thing he said was call him Little G. That's it. Call that man Little G. And that nigga straight said all that shit, bro. I say, God damn. And I think Triple G ever since then don't want to get that man a fight, bro. Which is some bullshit.
Yeah. See, Triple G to me, he gonna mess around and lose to somebody that he's not supposed to lose to. Because
Man.
he on the downslide.
Yeah, he is.
I think he gonna end up losing. That's how it always work out, man. These older fighters, they hanging on, they diminish a little bit, and they want to take the lesser road. They gonna end up running across somebody that's young and hungry, gonna mess around and stop them. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit.
I was surprised he turned down the Canelo fight. I was surprised as fuck. I'm like, my brother D-Lo 4-4, thank you so much for the donation, my brother. Much love, family. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. I like that fight though.
Yeah, I like that fight though. I like Derevyanchenko because it was a quality fight. I like it way better than the Chris Eubanks fight. I feel like that's Chris Eubanks is a hell of a fight. I give him that, like, but he don't really move me like that, especially after that George Grove fight. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's just power with him, bro. It ain't no skill set there. It's just power. What you do got a okay jab when you want to use it, but his ass, he remind me of something like Pascal. You know, they try to use they brute force and shit like that and try to outpower you and shit. But with Derevyanchenko, that's a skillful ass fighter. And when he up on Andre Rozier, I bet you Andre Rozier wish he trained him against Danny Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
yeah. I think it's gonna be a good matchup, and I agree with you too on the Eubank fight. I think the Eubank fight is bigger. It's a bigger fight, but I don't think Charlo had problems with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Eubank he's tough, he's strong, he's durable, he got a good ass chin, but he cannot sit in there and try to trade with Charlo. That's a wrap for him. I'm not sure if Charlo stop him, but that shit gonna make Eubank tense. Jamal get his jab working. The dude got his hands low. How he gonna get away from the jab? He got good head movement, but when you get in the 7th round, 8th round, is you still gonna have that same head movement and getting popped with the jab? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's an easier matchup for Derevyanchenko. Do a lot of stuff inside technically. You know what I'm saying? He was using angles against Triple G. I mean, he can fight inside and outside. He's this tough, durable type of dude. They got some skills, and he got heart. He got knocked down in the 1st round and was beating on Triple G's ass. He was on his head. So you got to give him credit for that shit. We ain't never seen Eubank really go through that type of adversity, and then we see a lot of glitz and glamour and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, though he's better than what people think. But I like Derevyanchenko Charlo better though. That's me. I could be wrong though.
Hell yeah, bro. I agree 100%, bro. I feel like that. Hey, y'all, let me get 3 donations. I 21 people. But hell yeah, though, bro. Like for real, I feel like Charlo will go on. I think Derevyanchenko go test his ass a little bit, but I do see Charlo going in that bitch, pulling it out though. You know what I mean? But it's just what's next to that, because I was gonna get to this point. I like that they was arguing and shit over trying to get Derevyanchenko. Maybe he can put their ass in position to get for him to try to fight Canelo, man. Because I still think that Charlo and Canelo is just one hell of a fight, bro. That's just one hell of a fight. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie. As much as I ride with Charlo, I still favor Canelo on that bitch. I can't sit up here and just act like it's this and the third. You know what I'm saying? But I do think Big Charlo going that bitch, and he got a great shot. You know what I'm saying? He got a great shot. But I still favor Canelo just off the experience and what Canelo is capable of. You know what I mean? But that's the fight I want for Charlo, and I want him to try to campaign for that bitch, but they probably don't give it to him, especially with Eddie Hearn, bitch ass. And,
yeah.
You know, so it's gonna come down to that shit. It's gonna come down to it though. But I just want to see Charlo start getting the respect that he deserves, bro. Because that dude deserves more respect. And a lot of people shit on him and Devin Haney talking about franchise title and shit when that shit was given to him. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we go see what happens and see what rock with him and shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, them guys are like Charlo is one of the best fighters at middleweight. No matter what you think about his resume or whatever, you're not like if it's so easy, these guys would be running to him. You know what I'm saying? And I agree though. I think Charlo and Canelo is a shit though. Only concern I have in that fight is Charlo gonna get too, if the light's gonna be too bright for him. Like what I mean by that, when you fight Canelo, you fight on that big stage, like you fight Mayweather and Canelo, like how long will it take you to get going? Like I know you're gonna be looking around and shit. Like is he gonna start off with the jab and command to the ring and you know what I'm saying? Establish how he would establish if he fighting Centennial or any other guy that he fight, or will he be kind of tentative and waiting to see what Canelo gonna do. Because while you waiting, Canelo already up 6-0. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be on that shit. You got to make sure you press the action and you assert yourself in that fight instead of let Canelo just, he like Canelo, he do a lot of shit. He don't fight the whole round. He'll fight the last 10 seconds and then he'll win the round.
Right. He try to steal that bitch at the end. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm talking about. Can he overcome that type of shit? I ain't worried about the physical and the skills and all that shit. They match up perfect. But it's that part.
Yeah, another thing is like the interviews and all that shit. Like all that shit gonna play a part. Like I said, yeah, you had a little interviews at first, but like this shit gonna be every day, all day, on the move. Sometimes you gonna be uncomfortable doing some shit. You know what I mean? Or I want to train, I want to do this. Where it's like that shit gonna be pushing your ass here, gonna be pushing you there. It's a different type of life, bro. And that's when you got to ride to the occasion and see if you want to be a star or not, because that's gonna be your shot. And with Canelo as big as he is right now, bro, man, that shit, that's everything right there. That's everything. That's the big fight you've been waiting for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And how do you rise to the occasion? How do you, and like you say, go into that bitch, and if you feel like you're down, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like you're down, how do you get back into that bitch? Do you go all out? Right. Because Canelo, man, that's a tricky motherfucker, bro. That's a tricky motherfucker. That motherfucker can do some shit in the ring, but don't get me wrong, Charlo can fight his ass off as well. Yeah. That's a fight.
You know how them Charlo boys are, man. You know, like fight week, you can't even be around them, bro. You got one question and that's it. One question and move on. Those dudes they different. So imagine a camera in your face. He gotta do 50,000 interviews. You know what I'm saying? Canelo chilling. He chilling. He no lie, I don't speak no. Good. He cool. He Gucci. But then Charlo like, man, damn it, you just asked me that question. You know what I'm saying? And that shit plays a part. It carries over to the fight, bro. You got nerves and shit, and then you already got to worry about Canelo, and you already know that, damn, I'm down already, bro. I haven't made my ring walk. So, damn, this dude asked me a dumbass question. So, that shit plays. It's like, how mature is he going to be against Canelo? That's what you're going to see, his maturity, his maturation process. That's what I think.
Especially if it's somebody talking to him that think Canelo gonna win the fight. You know, they hate you already against me anyway. You against me. You know how that shit go. That nigga like a motherfucker. You against me. Y'all all against me. It don't matter. But do you take them damn emotions in the ring on some shit like that though? But it's gonna be a hell of a Marcus Davis say fighting Canelo is a different level that Charlo never experienced. That's what we talking about, bro. That's exactly. And like I say, skill wise, like Lauren say, it ain't just gonna be the skills in the body and all that shit. It's gonna be all the outside shit that come along with it. You know what I'm saying? All these interviews being on her, you got these people saying this, you got these people saying that. Could you tune all that shit out and stay focused? Tune it all out and stay focused, because that's what it's gonna come down to. And I do give him a shot, but like I said, I can't sit up here and tell a lie. I can't tell a lie. I still favor Canelo in that fight, but I'm riding with Big Charlo all day. I'm riding with him all day. And Canelo is my guy. I fuck with Canelo the hard way. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I love to see Jamal win that shit, man.
I love to see it too, bro.
Because he was the brother that, you know, they was trying to kick him to the side. You know what I'm saying? When he first came up, nobody wanted to mess with him, none of that shit. So it'd be like a, you know, because
Jamel like this was fights coming up. Jamel's getting all the better fights and shit.
Exactly. This why I be tripping about how these guys say they don't like the Charlo, but that's why I try to stay on the outside of the ring type shit. Because I focus on what they do in the ring and how they are as fighters. Like these guys as fighters, they talk how we want them to talk. You know what I'm saying? They carry themselves as a fighter how you want them to carry themselves. You know what I'm saying? They got skills. They got all that good shit that they bring to the table. How you not going to like that? But then you got people who don't like how they talk. They do interviews. And everybody's different. I think that should be separated. Okay, I don't like him. I don't like how he dressed. I bet. But that motherfucker can fight his ass off. So break down that part instead of saying, man, this dude always angry and shit. Man, who cares? That shit must work for him. With Charlo Male 33-1 with like 16 knockouts. He came back and got his shit back. Like, yo, come on, bro. I don't understand.
Let's move to the last topic that I got, Lawrence. I know you're very scared on this one, man. This man, Jamel Hearn, tested positive for corona once again. But he said that shit 30% false, and he pissed off, bro. He pissed off. Michaela bumped up to the main event, but your thoughts on that, bro? Because I think that shit is a fluke, bro. I think that shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, man. I don't even know what to say about it. I just think those tests ain't 100. I know, well, we all know those tests not 100% accurate. And I just hope that if it's still in him, they can get that shit get up out of him. He can get as healthy as possible. When I first heard that he was gonna come back so soon, I kind of was hesitant about that shit. Even want to see him fight because I like that's an easy guy to root for, Jamel Herring. So I always want to see him fight, and I'm always gonna root for him, no matter who he fight. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, maybe he came back too soon. Maybe it's not all the way on his system. Maybe the shit is fucked up. It's like too many variables, bro. So I don't know, man. It's a tough situation, man. He put in a lot of work, and he looked good too. You know what I'm saying? He came in 129.8. So I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I feel you.
I'm glad.
I feel like, man, that shit. But yeah, I feel like this, bro. I feel like with that shit. Remember Michaela Myers, how she got played, and then she went back and took another test, and she was negative. I think that was so fucked up, bro. My dude Lawrence dropped out. Hold on. You there, Dub? I don't know, but yeah, how they played Michaela Myers the first time, y'all. That shit was crazy. Then she came back, and you know what I'm saying? It was just too motherfucking word. Then she come back and shit.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you now, bro. Y'all.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that shit was crazy for her situation. You remember? I don't know. I ain't hear what you just said, but I know she.
I was saying that how she had got tested, remember, and they said she was positive, but then she got tested again after the fight, and she was negative.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
but,
so
you know what I'm saying?
With him, he got a man. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, because them fighters put in a lot of hard work, bro. Like that dude probably been training since like what, April or some shit, May. Yeah. Yo, that's a long time to get to. You finally pass all these tests, and then you get to the fight, the weigh-in. You won't wait. Everything was easy, and then they be like, "Nah, you got, you know what I'm saying? You fail again. That's crazy, bro."
Hell yeah, bro. I feel bad for Jamel though. I feel like the day before the fight, that shit keep happening like that. Take a paycheck out of nigga pocket. Cause I wonder how that shit work with the money and shit, bro. You hear me? With the money, I don't know how that shit work though. I know you gotta get some though, but to keep getting them, bro, and that shit to happen like that, I know that dude like, man, that's some straight bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that corona test, that shit, bro, that shit ain't right in my opinion, bro. That shit ain't right, bro. I feel bad for that nigga. Like, it's something, but it's kicks. Yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah, that shit ain't right, bro. They keep doing it like that. I feel like they need to really get that shit together and see what the fuck that shit is, bro. Because I think that man clean, bro. I think all the work he put in, all the work that nigga put in, bro, and to get all the way to that point, and he ain't feeling no symptoms or nothing, for y'all to turn around and say that this man got corona, that's bullshit. Hell yeah, that's bullshit, bro. Straight. Exactly what I just tell you though, but I just wanted to touch on that. My damn computer about to fall out on me, man. But
all right, bro.
First, want to get, bro?
Nah, man, I appreciate you, man. You know how we do, bro. It's all love. We're gonna talk about this boxing all day, every day. So I appreciate you allowing me to come through, spit some of this shit, man. And you know what I'm saying? Catch you on the next one.
And I need y'all, make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother Lawrence Wim. If you have, listen, y'all, we get heated like this, but man, this dude do this even in text messages. So this shit normal to us. Oh, it might not be normal to y'all. Y'all don't know what
I know, right?
Yeah, that shit normal. We arguing text messages and shit. So man, Lawrence always going back and forth, bro. So that's why I say y'all don't take this out of turn. Like this motherfucking brother, and I ride for him. And if a nigga play with his name, if you play with his name, you're gonna have to see me, and that's a fact. You understand me? But man, it's much love, bro. You know, you welcome anytime. My platform is your platform, but I can't let these cats hear that because they'll not say, "Hey, let's go on Lawrence Wim trying to debate." That's your brother. No, that ain't no neutral platform. And y'all just see how me and hard this dude just went. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. But I appreciate you, champ. You know what I'm saying? To everybody,
yes, I catch you.
Yup, my brother. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate y'all, man. My brother, main man, my dude Marcus Davis, D-Lo 44. Thank you for the donation, bro. You know, everybody that donated, I appreciate you, man. Funny Markel was going down. Everybody, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what it is. This your boy Monty. This the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. It's OG Monty on Cash App. It's TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If you can't donate, just tell a friend, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share the video, and we'll be back with another one, family. Big dog status. Y'all be safe out there, man. It's all love until the next one.